1-2, mic test, 2-3. 2-3-4.
Brought to you by Praxis Sports, the unified platform helping sports organizations manage communication, scheduling, and operations in one place. Learn more at praxisports.com.
There's a leisurely lunch with friends. And then there's a 7-course gourmet tasting lunch with 7 perfect wine pairings aboard a fully restored 1915 Pullman rail car as it floats past rolling hills and rows of vines stretching out as far as the eye can see. Napa Valley. Live a little, or a lot.
What would you like the power to do? Your passion for this game opens opportunities. For them, for our local businesses,
Got the new merch.
Oh my goodness.
for the community. Because when local businesses thrive,
Thank you so much.
the community also thrives. Bank of America champions everyone who dares to ask, what would you like the power to do? What would you like the power to do? Your passion for this game opens opportunities for our local businesses,
Thank you so much.
for the entire community. Bank of America champions everyone who dares to ask, what would you like the power to do? Bank of America champions everyone who dares to ask, what would you like the power to do?
Brought to you by Praxis Sports, the unified platform helping sports organizations manage communication, scheduling, and operations in one place. Learn more at praxissports.com.
There's a leisurely lunch with friends. And then there's a 7-course gourmet tasting lunch with 7 perfect wine pairings aboard a fully restored 1915 Pullman rail car as it floats past rolling hills and rows of vines stretching out as far as the eye can see. Napa Valley. Live a little, or a lot.
What would you like the power to do? Your passion for this game opens opportunities. For them, for our local businesses,
Got the new merch
Oh my goodness.
for the community. Because when local businesses thrive,
Thank you so much.
the community also thrives. Bank of America champions everyone who dares to ask, what would you like the power to do? What would you like the power to do? Your passion for this game opens opportunities for our local businesses,
Thank you so much.
for the entire community. Bank of America champions everyone who dares to ask, what would you like the power to do? Bank of America champions everyone who dares to ask, what would you like the power to do?
Brought to you by Praxis Sports, the unified platform helping sports organizations manage communication, scheduling, and operations in one place. Learn more at praxissports.com.
There's a leisurely lunch with friends. And then there's a 7-course gourmet tasting lunch with 7 perfect wine pairings aboard a fully restored 1915 Pullman rail car as it floats past rolling hills and rows of vines stretching out as far as the eye can see. Napa Valley. Live a little, or a lot.
What would you like the power to do? Your passion for this game opens opportunities. For them, for our local businesses,
Got the new merch
Oh my goodness.
for the community. Because when local businesses thrive,
Thank you so much.
the community also thrives. Bank of America champions everyone who dares to ask, what would you like the power to do? What would you like the power to do? Your passion for this game opens opportunities for our local businesses,
Thank you so much.
for the entire community. Bank of America champions everyone who dares to ask, what would you like the power to do? Bank of America champions everyone who dares to ask, what would you like the power to do?
Brought to you by Praxis Sports, the unified platform helping sports organizations manage communication, scheduling, and operations in one place. Learn more at praxisports.com.
There's a leisurely lunch with friends. And then there's a 7-course gourmet tasting lunch with 7 perfect wine pairings aboard a fully restored 1915 Pullman rail car as it floats past rolling hills and rows of vines stretching out as far as the eye can see. Napa Valley. Live a little, or a lot.
What would you like the power to do? Your passion for this game opens opportunities. For them, for our local businesses,
Got the new merch.
Oh my goodness.
for the community. Because when local businesses thrive,
Thank you so much.
the community also thrives. Bank of America champions everyone who dares to ask, what would you like the power to do? What would you like the power to do? Your passion for this game opens opportunities for our local businesses,
Thank you so much.
for the entire community. Bank of America champions everyone who dares to ask, what would you like the power to do? Bank of America champions everyone who dares to ask, what would you like the power to do?
35 miles away sits Circuit of the Americas. But tonight we're here at Round Rock Sports Multi-Sports Complex for what should be a phenomenal conference final of none other than Capital City taking on the RGV Red Crowns here. And again, the conference finals to see who goes to that regional final to go to the Nationals. I'm Jacob Young, joined by Edson Ochoa. And Edson, how are you doing, sir?
I am doing fantastic, Jacob. It is beautiful out here in Round Rock, Texas. We have some amazing soccer that is happening in just a couple of moments. And you know what, Jacob? Whoever wins this, I feel, is going to be a very formidable opponent for the next level. Just a quick update right now. So it looks like Pensacola is actually winning 3-2 against Union 10 FC. So that is going to be a very interesting to see if Union and the Pensacola result holds on. Remember, the winner of that game will face off against the winner of this game between the RGV Red Crowns and Capital City SC.
Yes, and you have a little bit of that news as well, right, Edson? With if Pensacola win, it would help benefit the Red Crowns and Capital City for hosting the next round, correct?
That is correct.
So there you have it. Very exciting, good result at the moment if it holds for the South Texas Conference in general. And so that's going to be a big thing. Again, here, beautiful Round Rock, Texas. It is going to be, of course, hydration breaks most likely, as let's tell you the weather here this evening. The weather this evening here in Round Rock, Texas, it's 97 degrees Fahrenheit, partly cloudy. Feels like 105, 102 to be exact, as it went down 2 degrees Fahrenheit. And by kickoff, yes, 92 degrees. So it's not necessarily that pleasant. They are playing on turf, so that's going to be interesting to say the least, as, well, we all know turf is about 10 degrees hotter than it is with that natural grass.
That is true, but I think when we came over here, it's probably about 100 degrees down there in the Rio Grande Valley.
Yeah.
But the players are walking onto the pitch at this moment, Jacob. Let's talk a little bit real quick before the pregame ceremonies. What brought these two teams to this instance?
Yeah, exactly. Well, for the RGV Red Crowns defeating their rivals, BTX Soccer Club, 2-0. And as for, well, for the Austin side of Capital City, they were able to defeat Central Texas Coyotes by a score of 4-1. And it looks like moments away from the national anthem as well. So there we go. National anthem has been played, and we are moments away from kickoff. Once again, I'm Jacob Young, joined by Edson Ochoa, and this is going to be a very exciting one. Kickoff scheduled for 7 p.m. It is 7:03 p.m. as both sides will run to their sideline to get their final talking to with the team. Edson, we talked a little bit about it before, of course, the match, and we'll do the shout out here very quickly.
Of course. So we'd like to give a huge shout out to Jim Young Law for their support and sponsoring this broadcast all the way here in Round Rock, Texas. So if he specializes in adult and juvenile criminal defense in Cameron and Willacy counties. When life takes a turn, everyone should have someone who has their back. If you or a loved one has been arrested, call or text Jim Young Law at 956-420-4000. The huge thank you to Jim Young Law for their support of this broadcast.
Yeah. So, of course, now that we have that, I wanted to talk a little bit about this. Keys to the match for both sides.
Mm-hmm.
And while keys to the match, Edson, it'll be as simple as this. Dictate the midfield, meaning control that possession in the midfield. Be able to really have the pace of play in your favor. That's going to work out a treat for both of these sides. Of course, you want to test the goalkeeper. That's going to be key. If you can test the goalkeeper, more than likely you will sneak one by, and that's going to be big, as well as, well, the biggest obvious thing, score more goals than the other side, and you will be victorious on to the next round.
So if we want to talk specifically, let's say Capital City, the biggest key to the game is not allow a lot of space out in the back. In other words, there not be a lot of space between your goalkeeper and your defense. Why? We know that RGV Red Crowns love to use the long through ball, trying to find the speed, trying to find the strength of Johan Arevalo, right? So that's one of the key things that they did not do back when they visited the Red Crowns in the Rio Grande Valley when they lost 5-1. And then at the end, it seemed like they were kind of bummed out about the result. They lost motivation. And as far as the Red Crowns, I do think being patient. I do think being able to control the possession and not fall into the mind games of Capital City. That's going to be the biggest key for the RGV Red Crowns.
Indeed, yeah, it's for both sides too, as well as that physicality. You cannot allow your opposition to really fall into that trap of allowing their mind games to really work on you. Now, Johan Arevalo will be at midfield. The RGV Red Crowns will be able to start off with possession here. Referee blows a whistle. Game on here from Round Rock. The Red Crowns deciding to play quickly with a long ball. That's going to work out. Kate Erickson with it will play it back for a split second. The Red Crowns controlling that possession. The space quickly stopped. It is going to be a free kick for the RGV Red Crowns. Referee saying we don't want that type of contact to happen in this match so far. Again, it'll be closed up, and I think the referee might, have to send everyone back, and it will be a set-piece opportunity now for the Red Crowns.
And we saw in the last game against BTX how dangerous they can be with the free kick. They did score a goal that it was actually called back for offside, but they did have with Isaid Gomez that danger inside the box off of a similar free kick in a similar area.
Indeed, referee blowing the whistle. He's not liking the contact in the box. He's showing the play. He's showing, I believe, one of the Capital City players, if you get the number for or the name for me for a split second, the game clock saying it's barely into this match at all. But Kate Erickson will stand over it with Vicente Alvarez. It's going to be sent into the box. It's going to be headed away, and it's going to be the first set piece opportunity awarded to the RGV Red Crowns. It's going to be off the left corner flag this time.
Sure, and it looks like that ball came off of number 9 for Capital City. A little bit miscommunication between him and the goalkeeper. Goalkeeper looked like he could have gotten a grab it, but the defender number 9 just cleared it over just to be sure.
Indeed. Vicente Alvarez will back up a couple of steps this time off that left corner flag again. Set piece opportunity. Isaid Gomez heads it into the box. It's going to be just cleared away. Great save by the keeper. He toe pokes, or he just poked that one away. Offside flag will stay down. Vicente Alvarez will get it back into the box, and it will be headed back away. Isaid Gomez to control it for the RGV Red Crowns.
Once again, Isaid Gomez inside the box showing his danger, but Adam Shantz with that save going down into the ground, pretty hard for a goalkeeper, especially one of his height, to be able to make a save down close to the ground. But he was able to and denied the Red Crowns what could have been an early goal.
Indeed, trying to control it off that left touch line. It will work out for the Red Crowns. We'll get near the final third. It's going to be a cross. That's going to be swiped away. And it was crossed and cleared back out of the final third, but not out of harm's way just yet. Meanwhile, Capital City trying to control that possession again, but won't be able to. A little bit of contact there, but the Red Crowns able to control that possession. The referee says nothing to it. Cade Erickson now will decide to go for a goal, and that's just going to go wide right of the goal. Goal kick, Capital City.
Yeah, so right now the Red Crowns, they're showing that offensive power early, just like they did in the previous games, right? Where early in the matches, they tend to be the ones that are going up and getting some shots on goal. Unfortunately, I did feel that chance by Vicente Alvarez should have done something better, but at the end, it's going to be Timothy Hollenbeck that is going to clear that ball away, and the Red Crowns have recovered it.
Indeed, through ball once again to the right side. Trying to get it into the final third. Misses that first touch. It's going to be Arnis for a split second. Played back to Alvarez. That will be cleared away, and it is going to be out of play for a Red Crown, I believe, throw. Yes, indeed, a throw in for the RGV Red Crowns taken by Vicente Alvarez. He'll play that one quickly. Trying to give it back to Arnas and back to Alvarez. Meanwhile, trying for the cross is going to be blocked again. Headed back away. Capital City trying to get it out of their final third and just trying to get it into their attacking third as well. Trying to send that one forward. Meanwhile, here come the Red Crowns. Once again, still off that right touch line. The referee will blow the whistle.
Yeah, apparently there was a foul being called against Alex Loya, and off the ball contact that the referee didn't like, and it is going to be a dangerous free kick opportunity for the RGV Red Crowns.
Indeed, another set piece opportunity for the Red Crowns, talking with the referee, seeing where they could potentially place the ball. And guess what, Edson? We have the foam today as well for the referee, where he gets to draw the line, and of course where the soccer balls. Love that. As always, Cade Erickson talking with Vicente Alvarez, of course cooking up something here, as they have been a great partner in that space, and deciding to go quickly was Vicente Alvarez. That's going to be played back. Here comes a counterattack opportunity for Capital City. Cade Erickson will say not yet, though, as he'll win the possession back near midfield. He did get pushed down, apparently, according to the referee, and it is going to be a free kick.
So let me say real quick, the starting 11 for Capital City SC, we have Adam Shantz of goal, line of 4 with Jonathan Hernandez, Alex Loya, Timothy Hollenbeck, and Angel Montoya in the back line. In the middle, you have Jordan Franco, Aidan Lopez, and Joseph Coyle. And up on top, Martin Valdez, Zach Fike, and Riley Baroldi.
Great starting 11 for Capital City. We'll see what happens there. It is going to be a free kick there. It was grabbed from behind. And now Capital City will be able to control a little bit of possession for themselves, try to build it up on an attack potentially, as it has been really all RGV Red Crowns early on in this match. Only 5 minutes, check that, 6 minutes into this first half. Meanwhile, getting out into the final third, 50-50 challenge will go out of play. And it is going to be a corner kick awarded to Capital City.
And that was pretty smart there by the attacker for Capital City. It was a shoulder-to-shoulder push, which makes it legal.
Yes.
Right? So gets the defender off balance and then kicks the ball towards the defender, who could not react being off balance, which sends it into a corner kick.
Raises up both his hands. A good cross inside, trying to hit the far left post. That is going to be cleared away. Referee will stop play instantly. There was contact in the box that he did not like. I think it actually already went out of play, was cleared away, and sure enough, it is going to be another corner kick by Capital City. So another set piece opportunity off that right corner flag. We'll back up about 4 steps. Raises up both his hands again. Sends a low ball into the box, wasn't ready for it, and this might be a good opportunity for the RGV Red Crowns to be able to close up that possession. But meanwhile, Capital City, good recovery. That's going to be across. It's just going to be too far off that right post. Out of play, goal kick in the end.
Yeah, it looks like the attacker slipped on the turf, right? He was expecting it a little bit closer to the tip of the 18-yard box. The player that executed that corner kick did a little bit closer towards the middle.
Yes.
That change of direction caused him to lose his balance and almost fall down. So what could have been a dangerous opportunity for Capital City just ended up with a ball for the Red Crowns.
Indeed. Red Crowns will set things up in near midfield, just trying to build up on the attack. Both sides have been very tactical with the way that they've been playing in the early showings of this match so far, trying for that through ball. Johanna Revelo will slip on the turf as well. It's just a very slippery, slippery artificial turf to be exact so far. It is going to go out of play. Another throw in for the RGV Red Crowns. Meanwhile, Kate Erickson, referee, will actually call a halt to it, and it is going to be a set piece opportunity for the RGV Red Crowns.
Yeah, so it looks like it might have been number 7 for Capital City, Martin Valdez, that made contact with Johan Arevalo. And so now it's going to be another free kick opportunity, and it's going to be either Vicente or Mundo Lorca that are getting ready to take it.
Indeed, Lorca has taken a couple of free kicks, but it is going to be Vicente Alvarez. Isaid Gomez trying to get that one inside. Great save again by Capital City. Meanwhile, swinging a miss for a split second, and the RGV Red Crowns will lose that possession, but will send it all the way back to the keeper, J.C. Alvarez.
Good slide there from Angel Montoya, the defender, the outside back for Capital City, avoiding any dangerous opportunity for the Red Crowns right in front of goal. But so far, we've seen that both defenses have been pretty attentive to be sure to clear any dangerous opportunities from each other. But it's been more RGV Red Crowns kind of knocking on the door at Capital City in these first couple of minutes.
Yes, indeed, but it is going to be a throw-in for Capital City. It will be off of their left touch line. We'll throw it in very quickly. Even with the chances that Capital City have had, they've looked very dangerous as well. This is a very even match. The Red Crowns just with that possession. But as we all know, if you have all that possession and no goals to show for it, then it means nothing. Will you play it all the way back to the keeper? It goes. Once again, sent that one back away for a split second by Adam. Meanwhile, player down for Capital City. Referee will play on for the time being. It's up to the Red Crowns to send that one out of play, and the referee will actually halt play now.
Yeah, so it looks like it was when Kenneth went up alongside the Capital City attacker. Looks like there was contact on the back, but both of them were jumping to try to get that ball. That's why the referee didn't call it. But because of the pain and the player was slow to get up, referee does the right thing and stops the play for a couple seconds.
Indeed, all about player safety here, especially in the league for clubs. It was the right thing for the referee to do, and even the Red Crowns kind of slowed down there. We're really looking to advance the play in any means, but it will be resumed with a drop ball for the RGV Red Crowns. The Red Crowns will be up a man as it stands, as Capital City playing with 10 men for the time being, most likely for a minute. It'll be all the way to that right wing, trying to cross it inside. No one will be there. It is going to be cleared away just slightly out of the final third. Referee will call a foul there. Will be a free kick for Capital City. And so far right now, it's in the Red Crowns seeming to be more of on the aggressive side to start this one off.
Yeah, they have been more aggressive, right? But they're basically what they're doing, they're continuing that play style that has led them all the way up to here. You know, be aggressive early, try to get an early goal or at least score first, right? So that way you can try to force the opposing team to be more pressured and try to create more mistakes in their goal to try to be able to equalize.
Indeed, that's going to just be out of play. Goal kick for the RGV Red Crowns. A little dangerous moment there for Capital City, but they have nothing to show for it again on that opportunity. No shot on goal for them just yet. Well, at least on that play, to be exact, as it will be sent away by J.C. Alvarez. Alvarez will move the ball to our right. Well, our left post, his right post.
So, updates on the Union 10 FC versus Pensacola FC. Final score, Pensacola 3, Union 10 FC 2.
So there you have it. Pensacola are officially through to the regional final. So they will be awaiting the matchup from here, the Round Rock complex, and it will go out of play for another throw-in for Capital City. Referee blowing the whistle to say that's far enough to go up front. Meanwhile, Kate Erickson will win the possession back for the RGV Red Crowns. It is going to be a through ball. Vicente Alvarez will take a strike, and that's going to go wide.
A little bit of
an
uncomfortable positioning there for Vicente Alvarez to try to get that shot. He felt like he might have not had enough time to be able to control and then take the shot. So try to take it in the second time immediately, but the ball probably may have landed just a little bit closer than he probably would have wanted, which is why it went so wide off of the goal. But good chance nonetheless.
Indeed. Capital City deciding to take it short.
Oh,
and that's going to be a miscue. RGV Red Crowns win the possession. Cross is going to be blocked, and a great defensive save by Capital City to allow for, the mistake by the keeper to not really warrant anything bad. As that one goes into the construction site, the soccer ball. So,
well, I don't think we're going to see that ball back.
I don't think so as well.
But what a mistake there by Adam Shantz. Worst part being that he makes that mistake right in front of goal. That definitely could have gone worse for Capital City had it not been for Joseph Coyle, number 8 for Capital City, who blocked that shot from Diego Rivera.
Indeed. Meanwhile, Matas will just be able to almost clear that one out. Actually, Capital City were able to do so. It is another throw-in for the RGV Red Crowns. I was thinking for a split second it would be a throw-in for Capital City, but that won't be the case in the end. Meanwhile, Johan Arevalo was trying to control a possession and almost gets taken away. And now a late challenge. Yes, indeed, that is going to be a free kick. Referee will say a free kick, nothing more for Capital City.
Yeah, that looked like it probably could have been a yellow card for Vicente Alvarez. That the Capital City player had ran away far, and he just sticks his leg out to try to stop him, trips him over, and this could be dangerous.
Indeed, opportunity. Ramon Zuniga was trying to get there in the end, and it is going to be a throw-in for Capital City. But again, Capital City, just a couple of chances have seemed very dangerous, but again, just needing to get a strike on goal would be key. It's going to be thrown in near that right wing, having to play it back. Great pressure from the RGV Red Crowns to force Capital City to have to kind of reset. Has help off the left wing, will do exactly that. Cross inside the box is going to be low and just cleared away by the Red Crowns. Again, another throw-in for Capital City, though. Takes a couple steps back. I'll try for almost a throw-in set piece is what I like to call it. Again, another clearance out of the final third by the RGV Red Crowns. The RGV Red Crowns just trying to control that possession, and Capital City trying to find the back of the net. Meanwhile, again, you're near the left corner flag this time. And it is going to go out of play for a goal kick for the RGV Red Crowns. JC Alvarez will send this one away.
Yeah, good defensive effort there from Vicente Alvarez to be able to just guard that ball, let it go out, and extinguish that opportunity for Capital City FC and give the Red Crowns a little bit of breathing room. But here we go again with the playing from the back. Indeed,
we'll send that one forward. Both teams have been electing to do that a couple of times here so far this evening. Well, has not necessarily worked out for either. Meanwhile, that is going to be a push, and that is going to be a free kick. Yep. Is Kate Erickson going to get a talking to? Yes, check that. No, he won't.
No, he's talking more with the Capital City defender that received the foul. Well, what I was going to say, I hope both of these teams aren't trying to compete to who's going to make it to the when playing out of the back goes wrong X account.
Exactly. We have, I mean, even just right off of the bat, Edson, for both of us, we've seen some dangerous passes from the back from the RGV Red Crowns alone. Not necessarily, of course, as much from Capital City, but already with that one
Oh, that's
wrong
a bad
move, that's
foul.
going to be, yes, the referee blows a whistle again. There might be a booking.
Looks like it's just going to be a talking to.
Now they're talking to.
Yeah, so the foul was committed by Arnes Kurakinas, referee, and that was committed against number 7.
Now we're going to see a yellow card. That's going to be yellow for dissent for Capital City, I believe.
Interesting. So it looks like, I believe it's number 25, Jordan Franco, who got carded.
Yeah, exactly. That's what it looked like because he was very close to the referee, and we could hear for a good amount from where we're standing. And referee said, get away. And then I guess he said something that the referee didn't like. Blows the whistle again. Yellow card.
And unneeded. You already had the ball in your possession off of a free kick. You know, at the end of the day, I think what players need to understand is that when a referee makes a decision, especially since we don't have VAR at this level,
Yes.
they're not going to change their mind no matter what you yell at them. No matter, and at the end of the day, you're just exposing yourself to getting a yellow card when you are when you don't need to. You don't need to make that kind of risk.
I definitely agree. Here's set piece opportunity for Capital City. We'll take this one quickly. It is going to go right to an RGV Red Crown defender. He'll clear that one away near midfield. Can the Red Crowns win it at midfield? Yes, they can. It's going to be off of the right touch line, trying to find some space. We'll be able to do so. Back it goes. Erickson will play that one forward.
Lorca.
Check that Lorca. A little bit blind from that left side for myself. But either way, we'll try to play that one off to the right.
Okay.
Check that left wing.
They
There we
got
go.
Kenneth Reyes right now. And right now has the ball, trying to survey the field, trying to find some open space. But Capital City has come back, and they are closing the passing lanes until right now. And here come the Red Crowns.
Indeed. So now, has help off that left. Trying to cross it inside. Gets tripped up.
Oh.
Referee will say play on. And nothing to it. Back it'll go. Alvarez has help. Johan.
Ooh.
Foul be called. Referee telling RGV Red Crowns to stop for a split second there. It is going to be a free kick. And Johan wants an explanation.
Yeah, and Johan really feels slighted by the fact that in the previous play, he claims that there was a foul committed against him, or at least the defender was not allowing him to move towards the ball and blocking him. But in my eyes, that was a legal play from the defender. I believe that might have been Alex Loya. And then right after, he commits a foul. Comes in just a little bit late, but the referee just gives Johan Arevalo a talking to. He's been very patient today.
Yes, indeed. One yellow card, and it's been for dissent so far this evening. Meanwhile, Erickson trying to control possession near that right touchline again. Just keeps it in play. Great job by Capital City. Has a chance. On the advantage, referee will say nothing to it once again. And it is going to be another free kick for Capital City. The RGV Red Crowns, that's in kind of playing a little desperate at the moment.
Well, that's because the Capital City has managed to equalize the momentum right now. At the first couple of minutes, it was all RGV Red Crowns knocking at the door. Now it looks like things have kind of leveled off, and Capital City, careful.
Cross inside the box, that's going to be cleared away. And now the RGV Red Crowns with an opportunity to try for a counterattack. That was stopped very quickly. Through ball. Offside flag will stay down. Once again, having to play it back. The Red Crowns will just set back up. No counterattack opportunity there. They'll just build back up on an attack.
And that's the thing. Look at Capital City, how they're defending. They're closing down the spaces, and now they're forcing the Red Crowns to try to go for those long balls, but without the space that made them really dangerous. But here's is going to be the key. Making sure if Johan Arevalo can get Adam Shantz nervous, careful here.
Yeah, it's going to be taken right back away, just like you said. Staying with it, playing it back. It is going to be saved. And just like that, Vicente Alvarez awards the Red Crowns a corner. And Red Crowns, it looks like Vicente will take the corner off the left corner flag.
Yeah, so that's already been a couple of times where Capital City have lost the ball in transition, and I think both or three of the times that that's happened, that either a defender or the goalkeeper has kind of saved them, and to not concede. But Capital City needs to tighten that, because that is just going to be free gifts for the RGV Red Crowns with the speed and nimbleness of Vicente Alvarez, or even Diego Rivera for that matter.
Indeed. Meanwhile, it is going to be a corner kick. That's going to be good. Trying to head that one away. Great job by Capital City. They could potentially go off of a counterattack. Pressure is going to be, or space really is going to be closed very quickly by the Red Crowns. They'll win that possession near midfield. Trying to play that one back. Able to do exactly that. Sends it out wide right. Trying for the through ball. Here come the Red Crowns again. Good cross. It's going to be a little too far, though. If the Red Crowns can win the possession like they did there, it's going to be a key. Diego Rivera now. Still trying to create that pressure. Not able to, as that's going to be given away. Capital City, though, trying to get that one forward. That's going to be in no man's land. The Red Crowns will win the possession. JC Alvarez will come off of his line. And we'll just send that one away quickly to Matas. Almost gets that one. Sounded like it was deflected there for a split second. The Red Crowns still with possession. Has help off that near right wing. Red Crowns will slow things down. Back it goes from Arnas. Matas back it goes. Vicente driving it forward. Space was stopped. The referee will say nothing to it. Play on.
That looked like a push on the back of Vicente Alvarez, but the referee was in front and in a better position than I was, and he says play on.
Meanwhile, Matas coming from behind a long distance as well, and fairly just was able to nick the ball away for a save. The referee stopping play. And now we'll talk to the sideline judge. Interesting.
I don't think I've ever seen this very, very often, considering that the play technically did not stop.
Indeed. Just wondering. We'll talk to JC Alvarez. There's potentially... Oh, I think I know what exactly happened. We'll play on, but I think there was something set, potentially. Because JC quickly will be played on once again.
Good job there by Alex Loya to intercept that and put that out for a throw-in. That ball, if that ball had gone through, Arnas Kirikinas was licking his chops right in front of goal.
Indeed, that'll be thrown in. Near the final third, that one will be just cleared away. Meanwhile, the Red Crowns back to it. Try to send it forward. Through ball. Not out of the final third yet. Not out of danger just yet for Capital City, though.
The thing that, hold on. Okay.
Meanwhile, Capital City almost able to win possession back. Cade Erickson on it, and that one goes out of play.
So the thing that I'm not liking right now out of the Red Crowns so far when they're attacking is that I feel like everybody, even Cade Erickson, who's supposed to be a little bit more centralized, is pushing all the way towards that right wing, the right side of the field in the orientation. Oh, careful here.
Opportunity. Offside flag stays down. Just the keeper to beat. It's 1-0. Capital City.
Ladies and gentlemen, the home team currently has the lead with 26 minutes and change into this first half, and Capital City have scored the opening goal against the RGV Red Crowns. But ladies and gentlemen, what a pass from the midfielder. I'm trying to see who that was. But so much space behind Ramon Zúñiga, never realized that there was a player behind him, and that through ball was placed with pinpoint accuracy for the advantage of the Capital City attacker, the winger, who I believe, if I'm not mistaken, was Riley Baroldi. And now it's the RGV Red Crowns that are swimming upstream.
1-0 Capital City. All of a sudden, RGV Red Crowns finding themselves down 1-0 with more opportunities in this first half so far. Just have not been able to put one in the back of the net as well. It was, like you said, a beautiful opening opportunity. Looked like on the break. It looked like that was going to be put in the back of the net. Meanwhile, though, Red Crowns with the through ball. Diego Rivera trying to strike and trying to equalize. Save made again by Adam. And all of a sudden, it is going to be a corner kick off that right corner flag, but that has been the difference maker.
But that goal, in my eyes, is a direct evidence of what I was saying about the Red Crowns, that they were all towards the right, including Ramon Zúñiga, and he just never realized that so much space behind him. That was the free avenue for Baroldi to be able to go up against JC and score that goal.
Definitely agree there. Kate Erickson will put up both his hands. Trying to find the equalizing goal, or the RGV Red Crowns sends it inside the box. It's going to be headed back away. Meanwhile, Red Crowns get into the final third, and off that volley, it will be saved by Adam. An easy save will throw it very quickly down that left touchline. Red Crowns having to give chase this time, and will be able to get back to it. Trying to send that one away near midfield, able to do so, and it's going to be a free kick for Capital City.
Nope. I think
he
reversed,
changed it back to.
He's like, my bad.
That's going to be a free kick.
Yeah, he's like, yeah, that's my bad.
Indeed, as Johan even got pushed afterwards as well, and there's going to be a little bit of talking for a split second. And now
Cade wants to restart this game quickly, but the referee's saying you're going to have to wait until I blow the whistle, just like he did right now.
Exactly, because he even stated, I made a mistake. I'm not going to allow them to be caught off guard. That's going to be taken right back away, though, by Capital City, having the momentum with the lead and an opportunity to try to break free for that second goal. It's played back. Meanwhile, Cade Erickson will get the possession back for the Red Crowns. Splitting his way through two defenders. A great block by Capital City. That's going to be cleared back away. As two Capital City players were down on the ground for a split second. But Capital City with possession have a chance to really go forward with almost sort of playing with 10 men. We'll go back to JC Alvarez.
I felt like Cade Erickson could have done a little bit more in that play. He had Diego Rivera right alongside going into the box unmarked. But Cade Erickson, interesting.
That's going to be a stoppage in play. There's been a lot of talking. There's going to be a yellow card for dissent once again. Seems like there just didn't see any contact. At least maybe there was contact off the ball.
Yeah, it looks like there was contact off the ball. I believe that was Alex Loya. But him and Johan Arevalo have been going at it all of this first half.
Meanwhile, coach, I believe, is yelling at the referee, potentially. So the referee's going over there. The coach is going to get a yellow card for dissent as well. He wants to plead his case with the referee.
Oh,
he's gonna be sent off. He's going to be sent off. No, he's not. One more word out of the referee, or one more word from the coach to the referee. That is going to most likely be a sent off. And sure enough, now that we can resume play.
No, and I think that's fine by the referee. I mean, he already gave him the yellow, and a lot of the times when you want to go on a power trip like that and go straight for a second yellow-red just because he continued, a lot of the times that actually does the opposite effect of the game. It just makes it fall out of your hands even more. So at this point, it's just want to say, hey, I already warned you, cut it out. And now it looks like the coach Although right now he's continuing to plead his case
Yes.
to the fourth
he's
official.
Pleading his case to the fourth official. How about that?
Yeah, but he's not yelling. He's not,
No.
So the referee did his job right there.
I'm just used to MLB and MILB to be exact, where the where the
I
manager
plead the
comes
fifth
out
when dealing with him with those umpires.
exactly and sends that. We'll send this one away. It's going to be a good ball headed away. Meanwhile, Edmundo Lorca with the strike, another great save, blocking that right post will work out a treat for Capital City. We'll play it out short. Potential buildup on the attack has help off of that right wing. We'll send it a long, lazy ball, though, intercepted by the RGV Red Crown. Sends that one forward. That is going to be intercepted. Great interception that time by Capital City.
Yeah, so that is Jonathan Hernandez with the interception off of that attempted pass by Kenneth Reyes.
Meanwhile, though, Capital City trying to send that one forward. Near that right touchline again. Slows it down. Through ball. It's going to be intercepted again by the Red Crowns. Cade Erickson slowing it down. We'll play it back. The RGV Red Crowns trying to take shape near midfield. Here comes Cade Erickson with Vicente Alvarez off that right wing, deciding to send the through ball. Johan Arevalo, strike, second try, it's in! Offside flags goes up. Diego Rivera, it looked like he potentially could have been onside, but it will be the offside flag raised, and we stay 1-0 Capital City.
Oh man, I know the angle we're at right now is really not that great, but that I do think that was a really, really interesting call right there from the linesman. I'm gonna look back at the feed real quick.
And I'll go back to the play in front. Meanwhile, that one goes out of play, just running out of room, and it is going to be a throw. And Edson says he ended up being offside, so the offside flag. Meanwhile, I do agree with the referee 9 times out of 10 as well, as I am, of course, the play-by-play announcer, so I'll take his word for it most likely. But either way, forward again. Crossed inside the box, offside flag will go up. The reason, of course, being he wasn't necessarily involved with the play, but he was there, and it goes through for a dummy. So technically, in my eyes, Edson, he was a part of the play. I've seen that happen with the Portland Timbers and Houston Dynamo one time back in 2012 for a match that happened. Fun fact about that.
Interesting that it's your favorite team against my favorite team.
Back before it was actually my favorite team, to be exact. That match ended up in a 3-3 draw. Fun fact about that. Either way, back to the action in front. Sends it forward as we are in the 35th minute. No offside flag will be raised. So 35th minute, no stoppage for a hydration break. That is interesting to note that once it's hit the playoffs, we have not had a hydration break yet.
Yeah, that's been really strange. But I mean, to be fair, it doesn't. At least it doesn't feel as bad as it usually has been, as far as the heat is concerned.
I brought it up before that NCAA rules and U.S. soccer rules do state that over 85 degrees there is supposed to be a hydration break no matter what happens. But maybe that was something that was changed this year. Meanwhile, that's going to be a free kick. Capital City opportunity for their second goal before halftime. Set piece opportunity. It's going to be maybe around 40 yards out from the goal.
Yeah, but now it seems like Capital City is playing better these last couple actually since a little bit before the goal.
Yes, indeed. That's going to be cross header. Just cleared back away by the Red Crowns, but not out of the final third just yet. They'll try to play it out of the final third. Capital City, great job closing up that space off that right wing. That's going to be deflected out for a corner.
Yeah, so that looks like it deflects off of Ramon Suña, and it's going to be a corner. But yeah, as I was saying, Capital City has been the better team ever since they scored the goal. It seems like the Red Crowns are currently a little bit desperate right now. Like they seem like they're running at high revs, right? But they aren't playing smart right now.
Yes.
Right. They just on their minds right now is I need to get that equalizing goal. I need to get that equalizing goal. Careful here.
Definitely agree. That's going to be cleared away near that right post. Strike is going to be blocked once again. Red Crowns will be able to clear that one away out of danger, but it is going to be another Capital City throw. Again, Capital City threatening to find that second goal. The wind is calm, so the wind has not been a factor. Neither side has had that advantage, to be exact. It hasn't been like Harlingen, where normally you would get that wind advantage on one side. That was a good cross there. That could have been a strike in the back of the net. Instead, it goes a little bit wide. It is going to be a goal kick, and JC Alvarez wants to go quick.
But look at that off-the-ball movement by Baroldi. Knowing that the cross was going into the far post, he makes an off-the-ball movement that allows him to sneak past Ramon Zuniga into what could have been a positive position for him to score. Unfortunately, that cross was just a little bit out of reach for him.
Meanwhile, another bad giveaway by the Red Crowns. It will be taken right back away by Capital City. They'll set up shop once again with another opportunity. Trying to cross it inside the box. It's a good through ball. Try to give it and go. Just cleared back away by the Red Crowns, or just possession just won once again by the Red Crowns. We'll send that one back very quickly. Red Crowns will slow it down near their final third. Gets it to Edmundo Lorca. Lorca will try to send that one forward. That one is possession's going to be won right back by Capital City. Red Crowns, it looks like they're just trying to play till halftime, basically, at the moment, as that's going to be crossed inside the box again. JC Alvarez will get on the end of it. Save will be made.
Yeah, and it's going to be an offside called against Zach Fike. If I butcher his name, I apologize. But here come the Red Crowns, ladies and gentlemen. Having possession of the ball, can't find an open teammate, has to go back with Arnes Kurikinas.
Indeed. Just trying to build up on that attack. It's going to be a tight line that the Red Crowns will have to face off of that right wing, just trying to get there, as the offside trap has been working well for Capital City. Meanwhile, they'll get that possession back near midfield again. Has to play it back, 1-0 so far before halftime. We'll probably be looking at maybe 3 minutes of stoppage time before halftime is done and dusted. We're at the 39th minute, heading into the 40th minute to be exact here in this first half. Played all the way back by Capital City. Trying to get it forward once again. Sets it up near that left side. Again, just Capital City controlling that possession. It's trying to turn it back around. Just contact was made. That is good enough for a foul by the referee. Meanwhile, they'll go quickly, though. Trying to catch the RGV Red Crowns off guard. Almost works out. Played all the way back near that right wing. Trying to cut it back. Stumbles a bit, but will still get it off his left boot. And that will go over the goal this time, off the netting. Thankfully that it is there, and it will be a goal kick. JC Alvarez to take it.
So we're 5 minutes away from and change from the end of the first half. And one of the things, and another interception right there.
Yeah, taken right back away. Meanwhile, the Red Crowns having to defend, open for a chance. Cuts back inside!
Ooh.
Just misses off the right post. A chance to go up 2-0 before halftime. Did it take a deflection? No, it did not. It is going to be a goal kick. For a split second there, it might have, because Capital City stayed in the box for a split second. It is still going to be a goal kick. And the Red Crowns trying to look for that equalizer, but just have not been able to control that possession again near midfield.
Yeah, that looked like it was Zach that had that opportunity, but the nimbleness of being able to dribble past two defenders, and here come the Red Crowns.
Cade Erickson slows it down, plays it back, trying to set it back up. Matas will play a long ball. Too big of a first touch there. Won't work as the pressure has been able to get there. Diego Rivera has to play it back again. Pressure closed. Back to Rivera it goes. Sets it back up wide. Left. Back heel to Rivera. Rivera will play that one back. Trying to get it to Rivera. Rivera just loses, gets muscled off the ball to be exact. We'll send that one away for Capital City. And opportunity once again near that right touch line. It's going to be closed away, and smart job right there, just stopping, holding his balance, and any contact falls over. Referee will call a foul 9 times out of 10.
One of the things I'm noticing right now when Capital City attacks is that you have both, obviously, the winger, who is Baroldi, but also sometimes even, no, I believe that is number 11, or even Angel Montoya, number 14. They go up and attack both of them. The problem is that Diego Rivera doesn't go down and help Ramon Zúñiga to help defend. So a lot of the times you see Zúñiga, guarding a 2v1 situation on that right wing in the orientation of Capital City's attack. So that's what's been most dangerous right now in favor of Capital City.
I definitely agree there. Meanwhile, again, Capital City with possession near midfield, trying to create something going off of that left wing. It is going to be cleared away. And again, just the Red Crowns just trying to survive till halftime. It was heading into that 43rd minute. Now we're heading into the 44th minute here. Still about 2 minutes to go until halftime. 2 minutes plus change, like we mentioned, until halftime. It will be played all the way back to the keeper. He'll send that one forward near midfield, and again, Capital City just being able to control it. That's going to be sent long to the left wing. That's going to work. Uses his space, cuts it inside. It's going to be crossed in. No one is there in the end. It is going to go out all the way, goal kick.
So there's a reason in Spanish we call the goal the tactical, el táctico. And after the goal, you can see that the momentum and the motivation for Capital City has been on the rise. They now feel more confident in their passing, more confident in their lane blocking. Careful here.
Meanwhile, Johan Arevalo, good through ball, trying to get there in the end. There's going to be contact in the box, free kick.
Yeah, that was a good call there by the referee. So it is Alex Loya that is able to attract the foul as he was guarding that through ball from Diego Rivera. But what I was saying is that, so Capital City after the goal has been on the up. But the Red Crowns, all that confidence that they had, all of those ideas that they had on the attack, and even the passing after the goal has just gone downhill for them.
Yes, indeed. Arnas trying to defend for the Red Crowns. Be able to just poke it away. And it is a throw-in for the RGV Red Crowns. Last touch by Capital City. Meanwhile, getting closer and closer to that 45-minute mark as we have officially just about hit that 45th minute. We'll hit it right this second. Meanwhile, Diego Rivera gets possession back. We'll try to send a through ball. It's going to be a little bit behind. Had to slow down there. Trying to create space. That is going to be deflected away. Meanwhile, the Red Crowns will have to defend. Johan, again, just a little disappointed. Lagging back. This could benefit Capital City. That'll slow it down. Sends it forward off to that right, near the right touchline.
Yeah, Coach Reina is going to have to talk to the players and get them back in the game. It really looks like, especially Johan Arevalo, like it looks like his mind is going at 1,000 miles per hour, right? And so like he has the idea, but he just hasn't been able to execute well, as there is a foul being committed against Johan Arevalo. Dangerous free kick opportunity.
Yes, just missed the ball. We had a perfect eye view of that, indeed. And he ended up getting his leg in the end. It is going to be a free kick for the RGV Red Crowns.
But these are the opportunities that the Red Crowns are need to take advantage to be able to get that equalizer, especially if you're seeing that in the run of play, you've been struggling so far.
Yes.
Best way to counteract that, and this has been done by the Red Crowns before, so they're not strangers to this situation, but they need to take advantage of the free kicks to get the equalizer and hopefully see some of that momentum shift back into their play, and hopefully it will also allow them to clear their mind, get rid of all of that stress that's clouding their judgment, and be able to play the soccer that they characteristically play.
Yes, Kate Erickson standing over the ball with Vicente Alvarez now. A good set piece opportunity here. Sends it inside the box. It's going to be too low and cleared away. Great job by Capital City. That's just going to sail out of play. It is going to be an RGV Red Crown throw. Not much time left in this first half for sure. Only one goal, no stoppage for, of course, a hydration break like we mentioned. And there it is. Halftime here from Round Rock, Texas.
Well, this has been a very interesting game tactically. Obviously, we knew coming in that the Red Crowns were going to be a team that was going to be firing on all cylinders from the beginning of the game, right? They just didn't have the accuracy, to be able to get those shots into the back of the net, and even taking advantage of some early mistakes from Capital City. But Capital City was able to hold on, really playing as the number one team of the South Texas Conference. Now they're playing more to what this conference is used to, and they were patient, and they saw.
Brought to you by Praxis Sports, the unified platform helping sports organizations manage communication, scheduling, and operations in one place. Learn more at praxisports.com.
There's a leisurely lunch with friends. And then there's a 7-course gourmet tasting lunch with 7 perfect wine pairings aboard a fully restored 1915 Pullman rail car as it floats past rolling hills and rows of vines stretching out as far as the eye can see. Napa Valley. Live a little, or a lot.
What would you like the power to do? Your passion for this game opens opportunities. For them, for our local businesses,
Got the new merch.
Oh my goodness.
for the community. Because when local businesses thrive,
Thank you so much.
the community also thrives. Bank of America champions everyone who dares to ask, what would you like the power to do? What would you like the power to do? Your passion for this game opens opportunities for our local businesses,
Thank you so much.
for the entire community. Bank of America champions everyone who dares to ask, what would you like the power to do? Bank of America champions everyone who dares to ask, what would you like the power to do?
Brought to you by Praxis Sports, the unified platform helping sports organizations manage communication, scheduling, and operations in one place. Learn more at praxisports.com.
There's a leisurely lunch with friends. And then there's a 7-course gourmet tasting lunch with 7 perfect wine pairings aboard a fully restored 1915 Pullman rail car as it floats past rolling hills and rows of vines stretching out as far as the eye can see. Napa Valley. Live a little, or a lot.
What would you like the power to do? Your passion for this game opens opportunities. For them, for our local businesses,
Got the new MERS.
Oh my goodness.
for the community. Because when local businesses thrive,
Thank you so much.
the community also thrives. Bank of America champions everyone who dares to ask, what would you like the power to do? What would you like the power to do? Your passion for this game opens opportunities for our local businesses,
Thank you so much.
for the entire community. Bank of America champions everyone who dares to ask, what would you like the power to do? Bank of America champions everyone who dares to ask, what would you like the power to do?
Brought to you by Praxis Sports, the unified platform helping sports organizations manage communication, scheduling, and operations in one place. Learn more at praxisports.com.
There's a leisurely lunch with friends. And then there's a 7-course gourmet tasting lunch with 7 perfect wine pairings aboard a fully restored 1915 Pullman rail car as it floats past rolling hills and rows of vines stretching out as far as the eye can see. Napa Valley. Live a little, or a lot.
What would you like the power to do? Your passion for this game opens opportunities. For them, for our local businesses,
Got the new MERS.
Oh my goodness.
for the community. Because when local businesses thrive,
Thank you so much.
the community also thrives. Bank of America champions everyone who dares to ask, what would you like the power to do? What would you like the power to do? Your passion for this game opens opportunities for our local businesses,
Thank you so much.
for the entire community. Bank of America champions everyone who dares to ask, what would you like the power to do? Bank of America champions everyone who dares to ask, what would you like the power to do?
Brought to you by Praxis Sports, the unified platform helping sports organizations manage communication, scheduling, and operations in one place. Learn more at praxisports.com.
There's a leisurely lunch with friends. And then there's a 7-course gourmet tasting lunch with 7 perfect wine pairings aboard a fully restored 1915 Pullman rail car as it floats past rolling hills and rows of vines stretching out as far as the eye can see. Napa Valley. Live a little, or a lot.
What would you like the power to do? Your passion for this game opens opportunities. For them, for our local businesses,
Got the new merge.
Oh my goodness.
for the community. Because when local businesses thrive,
Thank you so much.
the community also thrives. Bank of America champions everyone who dares to ask, what would you like the power to do? What would you like the power to do? Your passion for this game opens opportunities for our local businesses,
Thank you so much.
for the entire community. Bank of America champions everyone who dares to ask, what would you like the power to do? Bank of America champions everyone who dares to ask, what would you like the power to do?
Back we go from none other than Round Rock, Texas. Once again, I'm Jacob Young with Edson Ochoa. And will Edson, Capital City, lead 1-0. So let's start with them for a split second.
Okay.
What do they need to do in order to secure a victory and move on?
Basically, what they did for the last 15 minutes of the first half. Be patient, close down the passing lanes, always be aware of your surroundings. Make sure you know the speed of Diego Rivera, you know the speed of Vicente Alvarez, right? That's what they need to focus on. Being able to be good defensively, be able to counteract the speed of the wings, and of course being able to limit what Johan Arevalo can do inside the box, which they have done in their point of view wonderfully. Because Johan Arevalo has been put out. Basically, he is thinking about the fact that he can't do anything right now, and that's been on his mind, and he's trying extra hard to counteract that. But because of that, he's clouding his own mind as well as the rest of the Red Crowns. So in that aspect, Capital City has been doing well, and that's what they need to continue to do for the second half. If they can find a second goal, that'll be great for them. But as long as they continue to minimize what the Red Crowns do, then they should be able to see this all the way to the end of the 90 minutes.
And now let's switch gears to the RGV Red Crowns. Down 1-0. It was a bit of in midway through that first half, they let that goal go through. A goal is scored, but offside flag is raised upon further review. It was definitely offside. But besides all of that, what do the Red Crowns have to do in order to get at least that equalizer to potentially push this into extra time, not to mention to maybe get that second goal to get the victory?
Well, this is going to sound cliche, but close your eyes, take a deep breath, gather your thoughts, right? Because like I said, the Red Crowns, after they got scored on, they were all clouded. It's like they were trying multiple things. They were thinking of what to do. They were getting into their own heads, right? And they stopped doing what they did the first 15, 20, maybe even 30 minutes of this game, right? And even simple passes that they have not, made mistakes with after the goal. They were making these mistakes, especially in their own half. So they need to fix that if they want to get an opportunity to get an equalizer.
Yeah, it should be interesting. Second half, moments away. Capital City will start off with possession. Referee blows a whistle, and the game is back on here from Round Rock, Texas. Again, a long ball forward. And the Red Crowns will get the throw in, but that's what both of these teams elected to do at the start of each half, was just send the ball forward and make the opposition have to play from out of bounds. It will be another throw in this time for the RGV Red Crowns.
Call me a boomer, but I really do not like that. And I know like top teams, like I think PSG were the ones that implemented that, and everybody's trying to copy that because it's become a fad. But yes, I will die on that hill. I am really not a fan of that kind of tactic.
It's worked for the Red Crowns before. It's worked for Capital City, it seems like. And sure enough, we'll wait and see if it can work again for either side. Sends that one forward once again, as that's just going to be cleared away by Capital City. Check that. It is going to be a throw-in for Capital City.
Yeah, it deflected off of Diego Rivera right before going out of bounds. So that will be a throw-in for Capital City.
Thrown to be taken from behind. Headed back away by Zuniga. Meanwhile, Red Crowns trying to win the possession near midfield. Won't be able to this time. We'll head back. Sent back away by the keeper. Matas trying to get there. Won't be able to. Meanwhile, 50-50 challenge won by Izaid this time, I believe. Played all the way back it goes. Meanwhile, Matas again with the through ball, trying to get to Vicente. Vicente changing a little bit of pace, going near the middle of the field. Meanwhile, Cade Erickson will take a strike. And that's just going to go wide left of the post.
Is it me, Jacob, or am I crazy to think that Cade Erickson right now he's thinking more about how he can finish the play rather than what is the best course of action to let the play continue?
I don't necessarily know exactly, but we'll get back to that in a second. There is a lot of contact, and a free kick will be awarded for the Red Crowns.
Yeah, because in that play, you saw Diego Rivera make that run wide outside, and he was going to be unmarked. But Cade Erickson instead decided to go with the shot from outside the box, and it went high and wide.
Indeed. Meanwhile, through ball almost gets intercepted. Will have to be played back by Matas, trying to get back to Diego Rivera. Diego Rivera will send a long through ball. That's going to be played all the way back as a free kick for that late slide challenge on Diego Rivera.
Yeah, that was a little bit late from the Capital City defender on Diego Rivera, kind of saving that play a little bit, and now it is going to be a free kick for the Red Crowns that is going to be restarted by Mundo Lorca.
Lorca restarts it, goes all the way back to Izaid. Gomez will send that through ball, almost intercepted. It will have to be played back by the Red Crowns. Trying to set it back up. It's been near midfield. Red Crowns creating that possession like we mentioned, like in that early first half. Can just have not been able to get the job done with potentially going on the attack. Meanwhile, as I say that, Vicente Alvarez will take a strike and will test the keeper, as he'll have to make a save. He'll roll it out this time to his right side. Sends a long ball. Played back to the keeper it goes.
A mistake there.
And it is going to be intercepted again by Capital City. Trying to send it forward again. Arnas misses it, and it is going to be cleared away by Izaid. It's going to be long. JC will call everyone off and will just make the save in general. Almost could have let it go out for a goal kick in general, but decides to just keep it, and it will be rolled back to Izaid to make it to Arnas, who will send a long ball forward. Offside flag will stay down. Vicente Alvarez trying to make it work and won't be able to. Just this time, Capital City looks like they wanted it to go out of play. It will not be. Keeping it near that right corner flag is Alvarez. Has to play it back this time. All the way back it goes to Arnas. It'll go to Izaid.
Look how deep all of the players at Capital City are when they're defending. There's no space to pass the ball through.
Yeah, indeed. It's really great defending from Capital City. And just the Red Crowns have not found a way to get around it. It's that one last touched by the Red Crowns, and it is going to be a throw-in for Capital City.
And we're starting to see some desperation out of the players. We're starting to see, players, getting frustrated with each other with these incorrect passes, with the fact that they are not able, to open up a space in the Capital City defense. And all of that is going to play in the favor of Capital City as long as this continues.
Indeed. Trying to get into that final third. It is not touched by anyone, so it will go out of play, and it is going to be a goal kick for Capital City once again. 10 minutes into this first half, a little over it to be exact, and still 1-0. Check that 5 minutes into this first half, as of course we started on 45, and it's 51 now. So going back to it, of course, Capital City trying to control that possession. Izaid Gomez will take it right back. Referee won't stop the play. Seemed like a couple of Capital City players were confused about that for a split second. Meanwhile, opportunity! Just cleared away. And a good opportunity there. It just goes for a goal kick.
So good combination, and that is what the Red Crowns need to do a little bit more of. Those 1-2 passes or wall passes, as they're called as well. Shots from outside the box with a good angle. That combination right there opened up the space inside the box. Unfortunately for the Red Crowns, that cross was initially blocked. It still was kind of loitering there in a very dangerous place for Capital City, but Capital City was able to hang on.
Indeed, opportunity. Cross was inside the box, just cleared away out of the final third. Capital City able to control that possession back, and they'll send it long. This could work out in their favor. Great job by Izaid Gomez again. He'll keep that possession, trying to send that one forward once again. Matas with an opportunity will send it near that left touch line once more. And out of play. It goes out of play in the end. Quick throw in for Capital City to come this time. It is going to be a throw in off that left touch line. And it is going to be a free kick for Capital City. It was wrapped from behind, and yes, indeed, foul is going to be called.
Yeah, I mean, I was focusing more on the feet, right? And it looked like that he made contact with the ball, but I didn't pay attention to see if he did have his arms wrapped around the Capital City player, and that was probably what they called the foul for. But all of this, the possession that Capital City is starting to have, as you can see right there, they're kind of slow to restart the play. It all plays in the favor. All those seconds count.
Oh, indeed, for sure. Able to play a couple of seconds off the time. We'll play it all the way back to the keeper for 1-goal advantage for Capital City once again. Sends it forward. It's played back again. Red Crowns trying to create that possession, able to do so. Diego Rivera. It's that one blocked. In the end, Capital City have done a fantastic job of not allowing for anything to happen. That's just going to be a 50-50 challenge won by the Red Crowns. Referee says nothing to it and play on. As the Capital City player looked a bit upset about that, but it will go back to Isaid Gomez and a chance for the RGV Red Crowns to really reset and try and find the back of the net here.
Yeah, but that was good defensive play there from Kenneth Reyes, being able to just guard the ball and kind of baits the attacker into trying to, careful.
Takes a long strike, just can't get the bend on it. But again, just Vicente Alvarez trying to get anything going, as that's going to be a strike just off to the left. Goal kick. And now the referee will restart this time.
Yeah, he was telling the Red Crown attackers that they needed to be outside the 18-yard box.
Meanwhile, Arnas, though, intercepts it, but nothing to it in the end, as that's just going to go back out for another goal kick.
Yeah, it seems like there's a lot of the attack has been pretty disjointed for the RGV Red Crowns. There hasn't been the clarity that they wish they could have and that we've seen in previous games from them. But this all goes back to the fact that they're still kind of haven't reacted well from that goal scored by Capital City.
Meanwhile, Capital City have an opportunity. Sends it into the box. JC Alvarez with the save. He'll send it away. Has help to try to get it to Vicente Alvarez. Not able to. Great win near midfield by Capital City. That is a free kick and a foul. I felt a little tactical that time from that free kick. Foul, to be exact, from Arnas, as he is stopping a real opportunity this time. Capital City will play it quickly. Goes near midfield, played back again, all the way to that right touch line. Played it back again. Try to send it forward, intercepted. Here come the Red Crowns this time. Kate Erickson again. Diego Rivera decided not to get there. Matas will be on the defense for the Red Crowns. And again, Capital City lead 1-0 here. To get it forward. Two defenders this time trying to get it back and able to win possession is Kate Erickson. Will lose it automatically. Red Crowns is trying to control the possession, able to do so this time. Tried for a through ball. No one was
trying to go for the dummy right there that would allow Diego Rivera to go right on through, but that was well blocked by the center back. I believe that might have been Timothy Hollebeck.
Indeed. Sends a through ball this time, trying for the cross inside the box. No one on the end of it that time. And a missed opportunity by the RGV Red Crowns will lead them exposed for a potential counter attack. It's going to be off the right touchline, passes that one away.
Yeah, I think Diego Rivera in that play, Diego Rivera should have been on that far post to take advantage of those balls that kind of sneak past Johan Arevalo, whoever is guarding him. But because Diego Rivera was in the middle of the field, I want to say he was like around the penalty spot. There was nobody in the far post to be able to pounce upon that. Careful here.
Opportunity, though, trying to get into the final third.
Good job by Kenneth Reyes to be able to block that and be able to regain possession right there. But yeah, what I was saying is that a lot of the times, careful.
Taken right back away, though, and again, just one missed opportunity. And a counterattack for the Red Crowns. Offside flag stays down. All the way wide, takes a strike. It's going to be blocked. Counterattack opportunity now.
Center backs, the whole defense in general right now has been on point for Capital City FC. They have not allowed Johan Arevalo, to get any clear opportunities inside the box. He's had to kind of maraude outside the box in order to get some goals. Why? Because the wingers have not been able to get some clear crosses to him, right? And so he's kind of, and then in that attempt to be able to create something, he's in the run of play, he's having to leave his area, and that gives the center backs an advantage, right? Because now Johan Arevalos needs to dribble inside, where he is more of a target man that should be inside the 18.
Indeed, Kate Erickson on the end of it has help off the right wing. Arnas slows it down, cross inside the box, just misses the opportunity to try to get the finish in the back of the net.
And it looks like there's going to be a substitution for the Red Crowns at this moment, and it looks like the player coming out is going to be Diego Rivera. We'll confirm in a couple of moments. So that probably means that it'll be Dylan. Yes, it'll be Dylan Hernandez coming into the match. So that is going to be it for Diego Rivera.
Good tactical change there in general for
man-to-man change.
Exactly. Just trying to mark that left side, seeing if that could potentially be the difference maker for the Red Crowns. Right now, Capital City have their number 1 goal to nil, like we mentioned, and have had opportunities to get that second goal. They've looked like the better side here in the second half and have benefited from that first half goal. Meanwhile, it's going to be a cross to that right side. Slows it down. Able to go all the way to that right corner flag, just about trying to cut it back inside, and a good deflection intercepted by the Red Crowns, trying to clear that one away, just out of danger for the time being. It will still be a Capital City throw.
Yeah, good. That was a good defense effort there by Kenneth Reyes on that 1v1 situation. Careful.
Meanwhile, though, it is going to be a cross.
Ooh.
Just misses that opportunity again. Arnas on the end of it, though. He'll dribble it out. Has help forward. That is going to be none other than trying to get it to Vicente. Vicente Alvarez won't get there.
Yeah, Johan is not clicking at all today.
He's not been able to really just have those opportunities. But meanwhile, again, we'll send it forward for Capital City. Trying to turn it back around. On that right wing. Right touchline to be exact. Trying to cross it inside the box. Guarded heavily. Cuts inside once again. Space is there. Trying to turn it back around. And Vicente Alvarez will get on the end of it this time with the pass. Trying for the give and go. And just Johan just missing that second to get that pass working. Capital City close that gap very quickly. It is still going to be a Red Crown throw, though. Yeah,
and that's because the defense for Capital City has just been choking any space that Johan needs to be able to distribute that ball over. There's no opportunity to him to think and control. He needs to do it first touch. Careful here.
Yeah. Meanwhile, though, Kate Erickson, great through ball inside the final third, and a great defensive effort. But again, Erickson gets it back. Touched away.
Alex Loya has been on fire tonight.
Indeed. That defensive work has been outstanding off of that right wing. Just nothing going for the Red Crowns because of that defense. Like you mentioned, where they have been placed perfectly for the Red Crowns to struggle. But a set-piece opportunity, this is where the Red Crowns have been the most dangerous. Alvarez to take this corner kick off the right corner flag. Sends it into the box. It's going to be headed away. Near the final third, though. Trying for the cross. And again, Capital City will get it. Counterattack opportunity. Really just 1-on-3. And we'll get it away from him. That is going to be a free kick.
That's going to be yellow for Isaid Gomez.
Yes, indeed. That is a yellow card. Isaid Gomez is placed into the book. And it is potentially a set-piece opportunity.
A very dangerous one at that.
Exactly. Potentially a strike on goal as well. Basically, Capital City could potentially strike in the back of the net. It is going to be, of course, 10 yards back for the Red Crowns. Now the referee will say it's on my go. So RGV will move it back 10 yards. Referee uses a foam to show where they're supposed to be placed. Capital City to put this in the back of the net would really put the pressure on the Red Crowns already in the just about playing into the 64th minute. The second half has flown by. Referee blows a whistle.
He's going to go direct.
Looks like it is going to be direct. Sets it up. That's going to go through the uprights. But it is going to be a goal kick for the RGV Red Crowns. JC Alvarez hurrying and trying to send everybody back. That's what he did.
Yeah, definitely too much power behind that free kick. Just not enough curve. At that position, a lot of the times with the way he was positioned to take the shot, you want to go more for the positioning and the curve rather than the power. And it seemed like he wanted to do a driven shot, but it went way too high.
50-50 challenge, still won by Capital City, though. We'll get back past midfield, utilizing that right touch line. Goes out of play for another throw-in. It's going to be a throw-in for Capital City.
More seconds to burn.
Indeed, as now the referee is blowing the whistle to tell them to hurry up.
Wow.
Able to get away from two defenders there. It is going to be blocked. Another corner kick conceded by the Red Crown. Set piece opportunity.
Yeah, but that was incredible there. That he had three Red Crowns defenders on him, and despite that, he was able to get past. However, it is Kenneth Reyes that recovers and blocks that cross. So now it is going to be a corner kick in favor of Capital City. But now the momentum, or at least the position of where the ball is being played more, is starting to shift back towards the goal of JC Alvarez.
Indeed it is. Sends that one into the box. It's going to be headed away by Isaid Gomez. Off the volley. It's going to be blocked again by Gomez. Cade Erickson trying to take it back. Here comes Vicente Alvarez just trying to get the possession. We'll send it forward. Red Crowns. Johanna Revelo finding space off that left, but just won't be able to connect.
He's not feeling comfortable at all. He needs some help in that position. You know, he needs to get some of that pressure off of him, whether you put a second defender or a second attacker there, or see if maybe, you know, bringing in, you know, a replacement for him will be the change that the Red Crowns need to kickstart them and get them back closer to getting the equalizer.
Meanwhile, trying to get that to Vicente Alvarez. It's going to be taken right back away. Counterattack opportunity. Offside flag stays down as he is onside. Has help coming into the box, deciding to just cut inside, using the through ball. It's intercepted. A little bit too lax with it. Exactly. That's going to be a free kick. Red Crowns deciding to go quickly once again. Sends it forward. Crowns off that right touch line back to Arnas.
These are the kind of games where you miss having Isidro Martinez on the field. I'm definitely not saying that Cade Erickson is a bad player. He's shown it. Careful. I'll get back to that.
Meanwhile, takes a strike. It is blocked. Capital City now.
Stays inside.
Exactly.
And yeah, what I was saying is that Cade Erickson is a good player. He's displayed it in other games. The thing about it is, I feel that the type of game that's happening tonight against Capital City, that is where a player with the characteristics of Isidro Martinez would really benefit the Red Crowns. You know, somebody that is more of a distributor, somebody that has more of the vision to distribute the ball over to Arevalo. Careful.
I'm trying to get it into the final third. Still loose and goes down a bit too easily. Referee says nothing to it, and we'll play back on. Matas sends it again, just with a good pass that time. Edmundo Lorca slows it down. He's trying to find an opening and just has not been able to, and will play it out wide. With that left wing, trying to cut it back, and great defensive effort by Capital City again.
And
Referee will call it free kick.
And that has been the difference so far between a lot of the Capital City defenders and the Red Crowns, is that Capital City have been more accurate and cleaner with their standing tackles to be able to take the ball cleanly away from the Red Crowns attackers. Whereas it seems like, and we've seen it multiple times from Arnes Karakinas, it seems like he is like more desperate to try to go up towards the ball when he's like way behind, and that was going to be played on. Look right there.
Arnas will get it back though. Vicente Alvarez, good through ball. Trying to turn it back around. Sets it up. Cade Erickson played out wide. Trying to create that space. Arnas, good cross. Just can't get on the end of it with a header.
A little bit too high for Johan Arevalo. That could have been very important for the Red Crowns, because as he was pretty much with a lot of space inside that 18-yard box. But we're nearing the 70th minute, Jacob, and we still haven't seen any improvement from the Red Crowns. And Capital City, well, Capital City is just pretty much doing what they need to do, right? They're just biding their time, they've been very smart in regards to stopping the attack for the RGV Red Crowns, right? And they're just letting time pass, right? Because as long as they see that the Red Crowns are not causing a lot of imminent danger on their goal, and much less, scoring, they don't really have to, think much about trying to get a second goal, right? And exposing themselves in the back when they currently have right now the lead.
Yes, indeed. Taken right back away by Capital City once again. It's been a bit of 50-50 near midfield. That's going to be enough for a free kick. It looked like he might have gotten stepped on or anything like that. Tripped up either way. It is going to be a free kick for Capital City. And again, more time going off of the game clock.
And, of course, we want to give a huge shout-out to Jim Young Law for their support and sponsoring of this broadcast here from Round Rock, Texas. Remember that with Jim Young, he specializes in adult and juvenile criminal defense in Cameron and Willacy counties. When life takes a turn, everyone should have someone who has their back. If you or a loved one has been arrested, call or text Jim Young Law at 956-420-4000.
Meanwhile, sets it back up. That's going to go all the way back to the keeper. Save will be made. We'll set it back up once again. He'll pick it back up, throws it off to his left side. Capital City controlling that possession, trying to just get muscled off the ball. Won't be able to this time. The Red Crowns not able to get back to it.
They've been unsuccessful in trying to wrestle the ball away from Capital City. Oh, good steal there from Dylan Hernandez.
A great job by Hernandez. That's going to go. Back it goes.
But that's the key. Red Crowns recover the ball, but there's really no one available to be able to give the ball to.
I agree right there. Just having to play it back.
Yeah, because look how quick the winger's closing down the space on Vicente Alvarez.
Yes, indeed. Something that was unsuccessful, especially for Capital City not too long ago, as, of course, these two sides played against each other in the penultimate match of the season. Chipped up. Referee says nothing to it. We play on Capital City with possession and have an opportunity to try and control it.
I want to say that did look mistimed, that tackle on Vicente Alvarez. The referee and the linesman has called play on.
Indeed. Trying to spin it back around. Still with possession. Just no one there for the Red Crowns to get forward with. And it's back to Capital City. Has space near midfield, but the Red Crowns able to win it back. Trying for a through ball and intercepted again.
But they close the door really, really quick. Capital City does. And that has been very frustrating for the Red Crowns. They come on the attack.
Opportunity just given right back to the Red Crowns. Alvarez through ball. Trying to turn it back around. Won't work this time. Cleared back away. Red Crowns win possession, though, and a good opportunity. Has to play it back, though. Slows it down. Trying to get it inside the box. Turning around, and we'll have to play it out wide, and misses the cap. That goes out of play, and another throw-in.
It is. We are currently, I'm pretty sure, looks like there's going to be a substitution right now for Capital City, as there is a player on the ground for Capital City, but that is not the player who will be substituted out. We'll get that information in a little bit. But it looks like it's number 21 coming in for Capital City.
That's who will be coming into the match for Capital City here.
And it'll be number 8 that has come out.
That will be none other than Joseph Coyle for Capital City, who's come off of the field this time. But Capital City again.
So we're in the 75th minute, Jacob, and the Red Crowns have only made one substitution. Do you feel like there should be more urgency from Coach Reina? Careful. That's going to be a foul.
Yes, indeed. That's going to be a foul. A free kick for Capital City. I mean, potentially, I would say we could see substitutions a little later into this match. But really, I mean, we're talking about where would you put a lot of these players in general. I know we've said that Johanna is struggling a bit, but then who do you replace Johanna Revelo with and all of this? But potentially, of course, maybe you do see more substitutions from the Red Crowns just trying to get fresher legs and a different style out on the field. That is going to be out for a Red Crown corner this time. Left corner flag, it will be taken by none other than Kate Erickson.
So real quick, the on the bench for the Red Crowns, you have Gael Guerra as the goalkeeper. You have Diego Vita, who's a center back. Dylan Hernandez has already came in. Carlos Gonzalez, Diego Torres, Randy Galvan, and Agustin Mateos.
Yeah, indeed. I just don't know who you would sub on to help out the team. But, of course, fresh legs are better than weaker, not necessarily rested legs, to say the least. Remember, both of these two sides played two different types of matches this past Wednesday as well. For the Red Crowns, they had to play against the 3 seed. As for Capital City, got to host the 4 seed. But different matches, different results, and potentially more players rested from Capital City compared to maybe the RGV Red Crowns. Played all the way back, though, trying to send it forward inside the box. It's going to be long balls almost from here on out for the Red Crowd. Strike opportunity. It was what it looked like. It looked like it was actually blocked. Counterattack opportunity now for Capital City.
Good job there from Ramon Zuniga to stop that.
Just a little bit too far on that left. Play all the way to the left. It does go on to play for the throw.
There's going to be another substitution for Capital City at this moment. We'll get that information out to you as soon as we can see the number.
Dean, it looks like the referee is signaling for the players to go off the field as soon as possible, basically, to the nearest exit. If they are being subbed off. So that's something, of course, to try and save as much time, to not have any time wasting going from either side.
That's the first time I've seen that at this level so far from the games that we've attended.
Indeed. Of course, we mentioned, winner moves on. Loser, unfortunately,
careful
this
here.
season ends. Meanwhile, just gets muscled off the ball was Johan Arevalo. Trying to get that one forward was Cade Erickson, but again, just taken right back away by Capital City before giving right back to the RGV Red Crowns. We'll send it forward, trying to get it inside the box again. Keeper off his line, almost makes a mistake. It looked like it was touched by him, and I believe it's going to be a goal kick in the end. At least that's what the players from the RGV Red Crowns were wanting, was potentially, of course, a corner kick. So you can understand why. But it is a goal kick, nonetheless, for none other than Capital City.
We have about 10 minutes to go plus stoppage in this match, right?
Mhm.
And Capital City just continues to chug on as usual, continuing that play. And now it looks like we got another substitution for Capital City.
Yeah, I have to agree with you on this, at least, Edson, is that it's interesting not to see any substitutions for the RGV Red Crowns at this moment.
So it's interesting. What I'm seeing right now is that they subbed off their striker or an attacker to put in a center back.
Yes.
So it goes back to show you that Capital City right now at this moment is just going to be trying to neutralize whatever attacking options that the Red Crowns will try to generate.
Indeed, got the lead early on in the first half, really midway through the first half, and sure enough now, just trying to secure that lead and secure the victory with, like we said, 10 minutes plus stoppage time remaining. Free kick to be taken by the RGV Red Crowns. It's going to be the duo that we've seen take the free kicks before, Cade Erickson and none other than Vicente Alvarez. They'll both stand over the ball.
It just looks too far away to go direct, so I'm pretty sure they're going to try and go for a cross, trying to find the Johan or Isaid. Yeah. The problem is, careful.
Cross inside the box is going to be headed back away. Edmundo Lorca controls it, played out to the left wing. Has to be played back to Lorca. Slows it down. Again, a long through ball. Able to just get back to it. Loses it, though. That's going to be cleared out of the final third for Capital City. 50-50 challenge won by the RGV Red Crowns. Vicente Alvarez will play it out wide once again. Sent forward. Cade Erickson on the end of it. Through ball to the right. Cross inside the box.
Ooh.
And contact made by teammates. Still loose.
Oh,
and that's
going to be a
penalty. PK opportunity. And he's really hurt.
Yeah, that looked really painful. I could hear the scream all the way from here.
Yes.
But it all comes back from the fact that there was miscommunication between the center back and the goalkeeper. Goalkeeper goes up.
He's done, Edson. He's done, Edson. They're saying that they need the trainer. He might have potentially just... That's not a good sight at the moment. We never want to see an injury from any player on any team, as even a Capital City player as well is down on the ground too, because that
was a really strong
exactly,
collision right there.
We could hear it from all the way over here, and we are
on the other side, literally.
Exactly, about 100+ yards away.
But like I said, this all stemmed from miscommunication, and it looks like there's a yellow card being shown for Capital City.
Yes.
But yeah, there was miscommunication between the center back and the goalkeeper. The goalkeeper was trying to go up and punch the ball out, but his center back got in the way and didn't allow him to make the clean contact that he wanted to. So that left the ball spilled right in front of goal. There was it lands. I think it was on Cade Erickson.
Mm-hmm.
There's a blocked shot, lands towards the direction of Johan Arevalo, and of course Johan Arevalo gets there first. The goal or the center back tries to make the slide, trying to reach for the ball, but makes an untimely tackle, and you get the collision that has called the penalty and what looks to be an injury from Johan Arevalo.
Yes, indeed. And now, of course, with Johan most likely being subbed off. Who would you expect to take the PK?
Well, good question. I would say Vicente. I would say Vicente. But I do think also that you could see Kate Erickson getting the the PK as well. I think we've seen Kate Erickson shoot penalties before.
Yes, indeed. Kate Erickson, of course, from UT-RGV, moves last year to University of South Florida to play soccer there. Vicente Alvarez moves from St. Edward's University last year to go play with the U23s at none other than, I believe, Pumas.
No, Pachuca.
That was my first say, and then I decided to chicken out and said the wrong team. But again, pardon me, I don't necessarily watch a lot of Mexican League soccer.
Yeah, you should tell that Johan Arevalo is limping as he's being walked off the field.
Yes.
But real quick, before we continue, we want to give a huge shout out to Jim Young at Jim Young Law for their support and sponsorship of this broadcast all the way here from Round Rock, Texas.
Vicente will set up to take the PK.
And it looks like it is going to be Agustin Mateos coming in for Johan Arevalo.
Agustin Mateos in for Johan Arevalo and Vicente Alvarez to take this penalty kick. The man who scored the first ever goal for the RGV Red Crowns in both the season opener of the first ever match at home and this past season steps up with his left foot. Referee blows a whistle. Keeper standing tall. Takes it. It's in! Vicente Alvarez finds the equalizer, and it's 1-1 new game.
And it's game on now, Jacob. Why? Because remember, Capital City made a substitution, subbed out an attacker, put in a center back, right? So that changed the tactical arrangement of Capital City. Now they're equal with 5 minutes left going into the 90th minute plus stoppage. And if this continues, I think we're going to extra time, if I'm not mistaken. Hopefully they can confirm that for us.
Be very shocked if we're not going to 2 15-minute periods of extra time here, as that's normally U.S. soccer rules. But look at this. All of a sudden, this is the time that we've talked about. The RGV Red Crowns have tended to give up a goal right after they've scored before. That's going to be a free kick. We saw it happen in the last Capital City versus RGV Red Crowns match where Capital City went right back down the field, got themselves a PK, and scored the equalizing goal at that time, or scored a goal to be down 3-1 at the time after a Vicente Alvarez goal. Fun fact about that. Meanwhile, that's just going to be cleared away. Out of play. It is another Capital City throw. They'll take a quick throw in this time. Played back. Cleared away by the Red Crowns, trying to get something going, trying to win possession near midfield. Vicente Alvarez now will send a long ball forward. That's going to work out for the RGV Red Crowns. Here they go. Alvarez trying to send a through ball. Kate Erickson now with it. Off to the right wing, cross inside the box. No one will be on the end of it, but it will set things up. Meanwhile, Hernandez trying to set that one back up. Another block and another opportunity. Great save made by Capital City to make it still 0-0.
But that
1-1.
Yes, but that goal by Vicente Alvarez has brought a breath of fresh air into the attack for the Red Crowns. They seem a little bit more lively than they were leading up to the penalty.
Okay, that one goes out of play. It is going to be a throw-in for Capital City. Off that right touch line, they'll go quickly again. Vicente Alvarez trying to guard Kate Erickson as well once again. Meanwhile, just Capital City trying to control that midfield. As we mentioned during the pregame show, that's going to be an area for either side to be able to control, to really just control the match and control the attacking opportunities. That's going to be sent forward intercepted by the RGV Red Crowns near that left touch line. We'll send it forward.
Kate Erickson trying to surprise the goalkeeper. What a save!
Goodness, what a save indeed.
Oh my gosh.
Adam Shantz, hats off to you. That makes it
That
1-1
run,
still.
Yeah, that run as he was running back for the ball just was perfect, right? Because it allowed himself to, even with as he's running back, get the impulse needed to jump up and get the strength to deflect that ball over the bar instead of just redirecting it into his own net. But huge kudos to the vision also of Kate Erickson.
Yes,
Seeing him
as that's now a corner. No one could get on the end of it for the Red Crowns, though. That's been missing tonight for the RGV Red Crowns. We've seen them strike from there and be able to answer from those set pieces, but just not tonight so far, as it stays 1-1.
Mm-hmm.
And really quickly, Edson, that midfield shot by Kate Erickson, shades of Carly Lloyd, 2015 Women's World Cup.
That's a throwback.
Indeed.
Uh-oh.
Meanwhile, through ball forward, opportunity just cleared away by the Red Crowns. It is going to be a set piece opportunity, and Capital City with a chance to take the lead back here. But it's interesting, the substitution, Edson, as we have a little bit of time from Capital City to take away their striker. Moments later, not too long after, actually, we have a goal in the back of the net from a PK for Vicente Alvarez to equalize this match. Will they be missing him on this corner kick? We'll wait and see. It's going to be a good set-piece opportunity, and JC Alvarez on the end of it to cover it very quickly. He'll send it back away. Both goalkeepers doing an outstanding job here this evening. Only allowing for one goal. Meanwhile, Cade trying to send the through ball.
Good idea.
The keeper will make the save, yes.
It was a good idea, though, but it probably had a little bit too much power behind it to be able to be beneficial for Vicente Alvarez. But like I said, after the goal, and with Agustin Mateos coming in,
Yes.
an attacker who's a little bit more mobile. Careful.
Meanwhile, JC Alvarez off his line. Dangerous, but makes the save in the end.
And that is the risk you have as a goalkeeper when you tend to be a goalkeeper that stays just in front of his line and your defensive line is way up high. Careful.
Indeed. Meanwhile, after that throw, opportunity, good sliding challenge. Referee will call a foul, actually. I did hear a little bit of contact there, and sure enough, it is warranted for a free kick.
And it looks like it is going to... Nope. No card. Just checking to see if the player is going to be okay, and of course, take out the magic spray. Pinta tu raya.
Yeah, just in case, but it will just be a free kick. Referee will make the line for how far back the RGV Red Crowns have to be here off of this free kick. I believe that's Hernandez that will be behind that line.
Okay, referee says 4 left.
So we have 4 left as we are officially in the stoppage. So we are just about playing to the 98th minute. That's going to be a save made. And it stays in play. Alvarez will send it forward. Just clears that one out of the danger for at least the time being. Smart job by him, but it is going to be one back by Capital City. That's going to be blocked. Headed back, trying to get it forward. The Red Crowns just not able to control that possession near midfield. Great job by Capital City to get this one forward. Opportunity, though. Played out right to the right wing. Trying to cross it inside.
Oh.
Still loose. Finds it. Cleared away by Isaid Gomez. This could be a counterattack opportunity. Cade Erickson on the end of it near that left wing. He'll actually stop. Slow down near the left side of midfield to be exact. Back to Erickson it will go. Off of the through ball. Gets a little bit of a push. We'll decide to just play it on, as I believe nothing was going to be called either way. But we'll now try to send it forward. Good through ball opportunity.
Corner.
That one is cleared away. Corner, set piece opportunity, RGV Red Crowns. In stoppage time again we go.
So after the penalty goal from Vicente Alvarez, the game was a lot more open. Now we're seeing opportunities from both sides. Before that, like I said, Capital City was just just pretty much damage control in the back. Okay, you're not scoring on me. You know, you haven't created any good opportunities. I'm just going to wait for you out here in the back.
Yes.
They find the penalty. They score the penalty, and now Capital City is like, well, I need to turn up the boosters, right? Because this is a result that doesn't benefit me.
Indeed, Cade Erickson to take this corner kick. So that means Vicente Alvarez will be close to the box. I believe he's just outside of the box. If that's not him, my apologies as I'm looking at it. Either way, everyone just about in the box. A couple of players for the Red Crowns, but just shy of midfield with one defender from them. Either way, it's going to be crossed inside. It's not going to work out this time. Cade Erickson will get it back, though. Won't be able to keep that possession. It does stay in play. Arnas is there and gets muscled off the ball. Referee says play on. Sets it up one-on-one. Stays there. Good guarding, and that's going to be cleared away.
Goal kick.
Goal kick in the end.
That was a great job by Ramon Zuniga to just contain, be patient, right? You don't, at that moment, you don't need to go in and do a standing tackle when you're not in a good position to do so, right? You're just going to expose yourself and he's going to leave you behind, right? So all you got to do is contain until he gets maybe just a little bit of a heavy touch where you can poke that ball. And that's exactly what Ramon Zuniga did, and also caused that ball to deflect off of the Capital City attacker and give an extra breath to the Red Crowns.
Indeed, that's going to be sent away by the RGV Red Crowns. That one goes out of play. It's going to be back to Capital City. So, in the end, they were arguing, of course, that it should have been a corner kick. Really, I think it goes back to not for both sides. Still 1-1, and it's back to the RGV Red Crowns. Mateos for a split second with it. Just muscled off the ball. Referee says nothing to it. Cross inside the box, headed back away. Capital City now with possession. They'll try to break out. Great interception by Matas that time. But it is going to go back to Capital City, trying to cross that one away. It is going to be intercepted. Vicente Alvarez now sets it up. Cade Erickson, through ball. Trying to turn it back around. It's not going to be a lot of pace on that one, and Capital City say thank you very much as they'll clear that one away. Isai Gomez will head that one forward. It is going to be an opportunity for Capital City once again. Still with it inside the final third. Isai Gomez on the end of it as well. And that's going to be cleared away.
And Kenneth Reyes is arguing for a foul. And that is going to be the end of regulation, I think.
That is indeed going to be the end of regulation. In a turn of events, 1-1. We will head to 2 15-minute periods of extra time, most likely. I would be shocked if it's anything less than that, because remember, the winner of the League for Clubs goes to the U.S. Open Cup. And, well, if you go into extra time there, it's 2 15-minute periods of extra time.
Yeah, definitely. But you said it yourself, Jacob. This game really, overall, if you take a look at the overall game, this was one of the worst RGV Red Crowns games that we have seen this season, right? Yes. And Capital City was really working towards just doing the bare minimum to getting the result that they needed.
Yes.
Right. But that was more because of thinking. I guess it's just managing, fatigue, right? Yeah. And so if they're seeing, like, for example, if they saw that the Red Crowns were just like how they started the first 15-20 minutes,
yes,
then they would be a little bit more like, okay, we need to score a second because they can score one at any time, right? Because they didn't. It was more like, okay, we'll just manage it, right? They just never expected that 5 minutes from the 90th and the 85th minute, the RGV Red Crowns score off of a penalty kick. And then from then on, now the momentum has kind of been a little bit more equalized now. Yes. And I don't want to say that it's going straight. It's in favor of the Red Crowns. Why? Because after that penalty kick, you saw also some opportunities from Capital City.
Exactly. Basically, after the PK happened, it became back to stage one of that match, where it was almost 50-50, where there were opportunities from both sides having open space to try to attack going forward. And again, credit to Capital City's defense, because a lot of opportunities from the Red Crowns, even late in that second half after the PK, it was just defend, 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 and they blocked a lot of opportunities from the Red Crowns, and even a couple of saves. Once again, shout out goalkeeper.
Yeah, I'm not sure, but I really do think that, that Coach Reyna should use more substitutions, right? Because right now we just ended 90+ minutes of a game.
Yes.
And he only made 2 substitutions. Took out Diego Rivera to bring in Dylan Hernandez, and took out Johan Arevalo, because he needed to due to the injury, right? But everybody else has played since the starting whistle, which I'm pretty sure they're gonna be fatigued, and
Yes.
we're probably looking at 30 minutes more game right now,
Yes.
If we don't go into penalties.
Oh, I definitely agree. I think that's what we may see potentially. What if this is a very big genius move from Coach Rafa Arena? What I mean by that is he saves up all of his substitutions, so he has the most substitutions heading into this first half and second half of extra time. Because if we're playing by the FIFA rules that we've seen in this World Cup as well, you also get 1 extra substitute at least for extra time. So that could benefit Coach Rafa Arena.
Yeah, definitely. And of course, we want to give a huge shout out over to Jim Young Law for their support of this broadcast all the way here from Round Rock, Texas. And remember, with Jim Young, he specializes in adult and juvenile criminal defense in Cameron and Willacy counties. When life takes a turn, everyone should have someone who has their back. If you or a loved one has been arrested, call or text Jim Young Law at 956-420-4000. Once again, thank you so much, Jim Young Law, for your support of this broadcast.
Indeed. There's to say for this. It's even. It's back to stage one, 2 15-minute periods of extra time. If it's still obviously tied, we go into PKs. I'm very interested to see what will happen if we enter into that stage. But even before then, it's just, like you mentioned, the fatigue from the Red Crowns seems to be more from Capital City. They seem to be a little fresher, especially with their substitutions.
Yeah, definitely. They have more, personnel that they can call on in this second half to kind of freshen some legs, right? Let's go ahead and review real quick the benches for both teams. Obviously, taking into consideration that both teams have used substitutions, including Capital City, who have used maybe like 3 or 4, if I'm not mistaken. So we'll start with the home team, with Capital City. Right, so they had on their bench Aiden Hickey, Angel Rocha, Cole Shukmak, Jake Sicarello, Luca Latorre, Martin Telles, Matt Williams, Eric Embry, and Ryan Hasty. Right, those were the players that Capital City had available on their bench. The Red Crowns had Gael Guerra, the goalkeeper, Diego Vita, the center back, Dylan Hernandez, who came into this match, Carlos Gonzalez, who usually plays as a striker, Diego Torres, Randy Galvan, and Agustin Mateos, who also came into this match for Johan Arevalo.
Indeed. Very, very exciting for this first and really second half of course, extra time. But like we mentioned, Capital City and the RGV Red Crowns are now back out onto the field, Edson. As we're getting closer and closer into what should be a fun trip of extra time.
So they just confirmed over the PA that we will have 2 15-minute extra time halves. And if this continues to be tied at the end of these 2 15-minute halves, we will be going into penalties.
Yes.
To decide the winner and who will be taking on Pensacola SC in the South in the South Division. I believe that's what it's called.
Yes, and then to be exact, that round will be called the regional final too.
Yes.
Referee blows the whistle, and it is game on to start the extra time period. It's going to go back to the RGV Red Crowns trying to get it forward. That's going to be muscled off the ball this time.
Intercepted here by the Red Crowns. Mundo Lorca with the ball distributes it over to Vicente Alvarez.
Opportunity, trying to send it to Kate Erickson with the back heel pass, deciding to strike, and it's going to go wide of the goal. Good opportunity there, just gets it a little bit behind him.
But better connection offensively for the Red Crowns, at least in this first opportunity they have in this first extra half.
Exactly, in this first extra time period, a good opportunity there from the Red Crowns. But meanwhile, they have to, for the RGV Red Crowns, have to make sure that Capital City don't get those opportunities. That's for Capital City. They did not want that exact situation to happen, but they'll try and pull forward for the situation to go their way to lead 2-1. Meanwhile, though, they'll just play it around their final third still, trying to just build up on the attack. We'll see if either side really have changed any tactics from that first and second half, as it kind of looks like they potentially have, as it goes all the way back to the keeper.
Yeah, it looks like they're trying to bait RGV Red Crowns to kind of heighten up their lines, looking for a long through ball.
Indeed, but a good job from the Red Crowns, leaving the midfield wide open as well. So Red Crowns have help off of that left wing, just like we mentioned. Right back to it. Slows it down. Trying to split through. Goes down a little too easily and does draw contact to make it a foul. Free kick for Capital City.
But you notice that whenever the ball is out on the wing with Dylan or before with Diego Rivera, you have the winger come back helping defend, and it becomes a 2v1 situation, right? And that closed down the space, and that was a clean jostle to gain an advantage position wise in order to get the ball, and was able to bait a foul in their favor.
Indeed, played all the way back. It'll go to the keeper.
Timothy Hollenbeck, currently with the ball, passes it right towards the middle and has to give the ball back to his center back.
Yes, indeed. Meanwhile, all the way over to that left touchline for a split second. Wide open off of that space. Has a lot of help off that right wing, deciding to just go forward. Alvarez having to go off his line. That will just miss the right post in a way.
And it looks like they called an offside, but let me tell you this, in this play, you saw hesitation from JC Alvarez on whether to come up or not. And those fractions of a second were crucial between the difference between getting there or getting there late and exposing themselves to the chip, which is what happened. Thankfully for the Red Crowns, that chip went just a little bit wide off of the goal.
Yes, and that's going to be a free kick in favor of Capital City, just from behind. It looked like it was Dylan Hernandez who was just trying to get on the end of it, and just a little bit too much contact. And meanwhile, it looks like Capital City from that foul, he's still down on the ground, might be cramping. As we mentioned, it is extra time. And these players, of course, he actually has a little bit of a limp. Could not make out the number for a split second. Now I can. We'll get you his name.
I think it's number 3.
Indeed. Meanwhile, though, trying to send it forward. Not able to work this time. RGV Red Crowns with possession will send it forward. Midfield played wide. All the way back it goes once again. Red Crowns trying to do the same thing, just trying to keep that possession, build up on the attack, finding the open spaces, trying to get Capital City to open up. That's going to be a long ball, and that's not going to work. That's going to be a push in the back. That's going to be another free kick. We've seen a lot of that from both sides so far.
Yeah, it's because they want to get the ball back as quickly as possible, right? But it's also smart from the players that are on the receiving end of those fouls, right? They position themselves to cover the ball, and then as soon as they sense contact, kind of loosen their body and get that foul called in their favor.
Indeed, but meanwhile, a mistake from Capital City, just trying to control that possession, not able to. As we are only in the 95th minute, we'll play to 105 here in the first extra time period. Plus, of course, any stoppage time that will most likely be necessary. But a lot of referees don't like to add additional time in that first period of extra time. Meanwhile, though, back to the action in front. Has help, trying to set it up. Strike. It is deflected off the post and played back again for the volley. That's going to go
out.
Too much pace on it.
Ladies,
Sets it a little bit
that
far.
was dangerous play. Good combination out wide between Cade Erickson and Dylan Hernandez. Makes the dribble all the way to the end line, gets the cross in towards Vicente Alvarez, takes the shot, takes a deflection, I believe, from Timothy Hollenbeck, and that ball was just flirting with the goal, right?
Yes.
But the goalkeeper, Adam Shantz, just gets enough of a touch to it for that ball to hit the post and bounce off in a way that wasn't advantageous for the Red Crowns. I'm not sure if that was Agustin Mateos or who was the one that was just waiting to pounce on that ball. But Red Crowns have been close right now, and they've been closer than Capital City.
Yes, indeed. So far in this first half of extra time, they have been the closer party to get a go-ahead goal in this first half of extra time. Though we saw something like that happen in the first half, and Capital City were able to take possession, or take advantage of that mistake, focused up, made their team a lot better, and sure enough, were able to put the ball in the back of the net to lead 1-0 at that time. We'll wait and see if that's going to be the exact same, as that possession is going to be won right back for Capital City, trying to play it inside the box. That's going to be back to,
I believe that's Isaid.
Indeed. I was just waiting if Isaid would be able to control the possession, but that's going to be giving up great defense off that left touch line that time. It does go out of play, and it is going to be a Red Crown throw. RGV Red Crowns with the throw in this time. We'll try to play it forward. Cade Erickson. Play the through ball. It's going to be a good give and go. Still has help trying to create the space. Through ball. We'll try to take the strike. It is going to be deflected again. Dylan Hernandez was looking for the end of it, but again, just Capital City. Time and time again, Edson, we've seen that happen.
Yeah, and as there's a substitution right now for Capital City, and it looks like he's going to be subbing out a defender. So the coach is clearly seeing that he's having some issues that he needs to fix, and hopefully a personnel change will be able to limit what the RGV Red Crowns can do offensively. But I was going to say, Jacob, with Agustin Mateos coming into this match, a player that's not really a target man, but he is more mobile when he's outside of the 18-yard box, the attack for the Red Crowns has been a lot more lively.
Oh, it definitely has been a lot more lively for the Red Crowns attack, and we saw that was just what we expected. Now there seems to be
substitution for the Red Crowns, and it's going to be
Indeed.
Mundo Lorca coming out.
Yes.
So I wonder if it's going to be Galvan coming in, probably. Randy Galvan. We'll double check that.
Yes, indeed. If Randy Galvan does decide, as that is going to be still looking. I haven't been able to see the back of the jersey. Yes, indeed. What a good call, Edson, right there. You knew exactly who would replace who in that instance. That is going to be a cross inside header.
Ooh.
Hits off the crossbar.
And it's going to be a corner kick.
It was deflected out for a corner kick. And again, great job by the goalkeeper of Adam Shantz for Capital City. Cade Erickson to take the corner kick. He'll take a bit of time. We'll update you all on how much time is left in this first half of stoppage time. Right now, the scoreboard just shows a red. screen. There we go. We are
About 5 minutes to go plus stoppage.
exactly 5 minutes to go plus stoppage. Kate Erickson raises up both his hands. Sends it into the box. It's a good ball. It's going to be off the far post. And that's another corner. Smart job from Kate Erickson. He saw that unmarked off that right side. Guess what, Edson? I've seen that so much in pro clubs. Funny enough. You set someone up right there, unmarked, and it can create a lot of chaos.
My cousins and I actually do that. We'll get back to
played
the game
short. Back to Kate Erickson. He'll be onside. That's going to be crossed inside. Headed back
Hey!
away. That
Referee says no.
referee says no, and I understand why. He was still close to his arm. His arm was still close to
Yes.
his body, and I definitely agree with that.
And it came off of a teammate as well.
Exactly.
So a lot of the times, I believe, don't quote me on this, but I believe that referees tend to be a little bit more lenient because the rules, I think, does say something that if the bounce comes from a teammate, that it's not considered, dangerous play to call a handball in there. But like you said, he did have his hands close to his body, more like kind of protecting, the stomach area from the ball, rather than trying to get some advantage to make himself bigger so that the ball wouldn't go through.
Indeed, that's just going to miss Vicente Alvarez, and he'll play it all the way back to the keeper, Adam Shantz, and he will make the save in the end. So meanwhile, we'll go back, sends it forward for Capital City. That's a bit too far. Check that, actually just gets to him off that left side. Trying to cut back. A lot of contact, still with the strike.
Ooh.
JC Alvarez bobbles it, but makes the save in the end.
And it looks like there's a Red Crowns player that's down on the ground at this moment. And the referee is going to stop play and call for the trainer. But it looks like it is, I want to see it's Kenan Reyes that's down, pending any confirmation. But it looks like when he was reaching out to try to stop the dribble from Capital City, he might have maybe overextended his leg. But he looks like he's getting up right now.
Yes.
Kind of complaining a little bit, touching his shoulder.
Yes.
But he's walking, so that is a huge plus. But he will have to step off the field for a couple of minutes, a couple moments.
Yeah. So the Red Crowns are playing with 10 men for the time being, and it's going to be just wait. It might be a drop ball that we'll restart with.
Probably.
As well, JC Alvarez ended up making the save in the end, so that'll help the Red Crowns out for the time being. He'll try to play it smart in that sense of not allowing for his team to really have that feel of the 10 men for the time. Meanwhile, though, Capital City, of course, will try to take advantage of it. The last time that there were 10 men for the Red Crowns, it created havoc for Capital City. Played back near midfield. As help didn't see the run potentially. Deciding to just play it out wide. That's going to be Matas. Back to Hernandez, who will play it all the way back again, still near midfield. We're thinking about sending it forward. It's about 2 more minutes to play in extra time, which is interesting, Edson. I just noticed that the game clock in the stadium has reset, or the sports complex, it's reset. Now it's showing only 3 minutes and about, back to 4 minutes. So we'll just have to remember that there's a 1 in front of that and kind of count up from there.
Well, I want to say right now, it said like 103 right now.
Indeed,
So
yeah,
so that's
104,
because So we're moments away from the end of the first half of extra time.
Indeed, only less than a minute to play. Trying to get there, able to do so. Played back once again. The Red Crowns just slowly trying to build up, trying to make their last opportunity, the last play of this first half of extra time, though I would expect Edson to see at least 1 minute extra of stoppage. That's going to be a push. That is another one.
And that's going to be a
Just
booking.
outside of the box, but that's a yellow.
And that's a red.
That is a red.
Second yellow card
Second,
for
yes.
Alex Loya.
Alex Loya sent off in the end. The Red Crowns playing up a man this time.
That is definitely not what Capital City wanted, right?
Yes.
But that was a moment that is Arnes. I believe that's Arnes who received the foul. He was
Yes.
looking for that, right? Yeah, and I guess with the desperation from Alex, he comes in and he pushes. Wasn't a shoulder to shoulder. It was an actual push as Arnes was up in the air, right? Sells it a little bit with the yell,
Yeah.
but at the end of the day, it was a foul worthy of a yellow card. He already had a yellow card from the first half,
Yes.
and so now he gets the red, and Capital City will be playing with 10 men for the rest of this extra time.
Yes, and if you can think of why that yellow card was given, it was for dissent, of all
Oh,
things.
yeah, that's true.
Hurting yourself in that first half from that, and now having to be, well, sent off for that second yellow with a legit foul this time.
And now Capital City will have to make a sacrifice. So they'll have to, once again, take out an attacking option to put in another defender if they have any substitutions available.
Exactly. Wait and see how this one goes. It's going to be 2 in the wall for Capital City. Referee is making sure that everyone doesn't have a lot of contact inside the box at the moment. Referee is still talking to the wall, which is 2 Capital City players. That's our stoppage. I believe this might be the final play of this first half of stoppage. I think that's what the referee potentially said. We'll wait and see here. All eyes on the referee to resume play. And now the referee has to talk to another Capital City player. And now he'll blow the whistle. Set piece opportunity. Deciding to go for a goal. It had a lot of spin on it. And yes, indeed, that's going to be the end of the first half of extra time. Edson, like I mentioned, the referee, we can hear him very clearly, which is nice. And he said, yeah, that was the final play. So even if it had been back in a strike, that wouldn't have mattered anyways.
I guess you could say this is the advantage of the location we're at right now, right? But
Yes.
so far in this first half, the RGV Red Crowns have been a little bit of the better team, having a little bit more opportunities. Like I said, they got a breath of fresh air, right? That with that penalty, and I told you, right? All you need is a goal, and that'll help you out, you know, with your motivation, and that's
Indeed.
exactly what happened. And obviously, tactically, when you have somebody that's more mobile, and I said it before, that's more of a playmaker, right, instead of just a target man, right? In these kind of matches where the defense doesn't give you any opportunities, you know, to play that. Like kind of like a poste, like we say in Spanish, right? You need somebody more mobile, and obviously fresh legs, different play style from Agustin Mateos has definitely brought in a breath of fresh air, like I said, to the RGV Red Crowns in this first time of extra half. And now they're going to be going into the second half of extra time with a man advantage, right? And so now they have even more opportunities to try to get the game-winning goal before having to go into penalties.
Yeah, possibly it's that one. So, yes, the far end. Yeah, that would be great. Thank you. That's pretty great. That's pretty great, Edson. We got to decide on which side. So I guess it's only, I think they were only playing 1 15-minute extra time period, because I think that's what they're saying, that we're just going straight into PKs.
Interesting, because they did say in the PA
That was 2 15 minutes.
15 minutes.
But if you just came over to talk.
No,
to
I think he just asked just
in case.
Just in case,
okay,
yes.
yeah, that's what it was. But anyway,
Don't scare people like that, Jacob.
I understand. I got ahead of myself. Heard differently. My mistake. My mistake. Everybody. Either way, yes, that was still very cool because we got to prefer which side to be on the PKs, which is very, very nice and very interesting indeed. Yeah, the Red Crowns are coming back out on the field along with Capital City. And yes, indeed, yeah, we are starting the second half of extra time. So no PKs yet. It will be this 15-minute period of extra time. But if it is tied, we will go to PKs, and it will be on the far end from where you can see midfield.
So here's the thing, Jacob.
Yes.
Even though you have a man advantage, I think the first home game against BTX showed that the Red Crowns need to be smarter when having that man advantage. Don't grow overly confident that you start making mistakes on defense, exposing yourself to getting a goal scored on, even with the opposing team having a deficit.
Indeed, referee blows a whistle. Game back on here to start the second half of extra time. A long ball forward once again to try to benefit for Capital City. That was last touched by the Red Crown, says the referee. It is going to be a throw-in for Capital City.
Yeah, but Isaid Gomez, unfortunately, breaking an important rule as a center back. Don't let the ball bounce in front of you when the ball is coming towards you. Clear that away. Right, and that ball bounced, and that gave an advantage to Capital City to come and take the ball, and that could have been dangerous.
Indeed, that's going to be a throw-in, headed back away by the Red Crowns. Vicente Alvarez will send it forward off of a through ball, having someone marked there near midfield to try and help break out on the attack. That is going to be a free kick from behind. Referee will bring out another booking, as that is a tactical stopping a goal-scoring opportunity.
Exactly, and just a quick sidebar. I see some lightning out of the distance, but I think it's all going to stay north of us, so I think we should be good.
As long as it's not, I believe the rule
it's 10
is
miles.
10 miles away, we should be fine. If we hear a tornado siren, well, we
Seems
are
legit.
under stoppage for half an hour if that happens. I have learned the hard way. Meanwhile, the referee will blow the whistle to restart play. Off the free kick, it will be Cade Erickson to send this one away. Headed back near that right side. Sente trying to get there. He was pushed from behind. Referee will say play on. But it will go out of play, and
Yeah,
it is.
It definitely looked like a
Goes out of
push
play.
on the back of Matas to Malacas, but the referee lets that play go on, and now it's going to be a throw-in for Capital City. By the way, bringing you all the action here are myself and Jacob Young here in Round Rock Multipurpose Complex in Round Rock, Texas.
Indeed, opportunity for the Red Crowns off that right corner near the corner flag. It was last touched by Capital City. Says the referee, it will be a corner kick on that right corner flag for the RGV Red Crowns. They have been unsuccessful so far from corner kicks, but one of them could potentially go in here.
All it takes is one.
Exactly. Raises up his right hand. We'll send it into the box. It's going to be low. Just could not get anyone on the end of it, and that's going to be cleared away for the time being. It is just off that touchline. Stays in play. A great job from Capital City to keep that in play near midfield, though. Possession is won back by the RGV Red Crowns. You can see the effect of the red card from Capital City as there's a lot more possession for the RGV Red Crowns at the moment. But again, they need to strike if they want an opportunity to really take advantage of it before PKs. Meanwhile, though, Capital City, good job of just being able to stay with it and defending pretty well. Isaid Gomez, great job. It looked like he hesitated for a split second, but he knew exactly when to pounce and to get that possession.
And it looks like there is a player down for
Yes.
Capital City.
Indeed, but it's as he is back up onto the ground. He is limping, though, but will play on. Red Crowns will send this one forward again to Isaid Gomez. Back it goes to Matas. And now back it'll go to Vicente Alvarez. Will cross inside the box. No one will be there to guide it home. But meanwhile, though, Red Crowns just losing that space, goes out of play.
And it looks like there is going to be a substitution for Capital City at this moment. I believe it might be for that injured player.
Exactly, yeah.
Definitely not a substitution you want to make.
No.
Right? Because it really like throws everything on a loop for you as a coach. But yes, before we continue, we want to give a huge shout out once again to our friends from Jim Young Law thank them for their support of this broadcast all the way here from Round Rock, Texas in Round Rock Multipurpose Complex. And remember, Jim Young specializes in adult and juvenile criminal defense in Cameron and Willacy counties. When life takes a turn, everyone should have someone who has their back. If you or a loved one has been arrested, call or text Jim Young Law at 956-420-4000. Once again, thank you so much to Jim Young Law.
Back to the action in front. Referee blows a whistle to resume play. It is going to be a goal kick for Capital City. That one will miss the mark just shy of midfield. It's going to be cleared back. Oh, check, that does go out of play. It is going to be a throw-in for the RGV Red Crowns. Thought for a split second Arnas was going to touch that one, but he did not in the end. And meanwhile, Isaid Gomez has possession, trying to send that one forward. Good job there, played back. Sends it right to the right side. Opportunity, trying to control it. Strike on the way, and a save made.
Good combination. You saw that, all that passing, in the midfield. And Isaid Gomez having confidence to go up on the attack, is able to get a shot on goal. Unfortunately, it goes straight towards the keeper, but a good opportunity nonetheless. Here come the Red Crowns again.
Just misses. Offside flag, yes, will go up. That's what I was thinking for a split second, but it just misses it. And yes, indeed, another offside flag.
And it looks like it is going to be Carlos Gonzalez coming into the field. Question is, who is he calling to get subbed off? My guess is going to be Kate Erickson.
I'd be interested to see if it's Kate Erickson, because right now, especially Edson, with just the timing, do you want him on the field for a potential PK shootout? So that's where both coaches have to be thinking, who do I want to sub off just in case this does go into PKs?
Yeah, you definitely want to weigh the options, right? Because if you're aggressive, right, you can end this in extra time and avoid PKs. But at the same time, you make a substitution and you go into penalties, you do lose a potential penalty kick taker. However, we haven't seen Carlos Gonzalez take PKs, so we don't know what capabilities he has.
Indeed.
But
cross inside the box, though. Opportunity for
I was just
Capital
about to say,
City.
we cannot count out Capital City despite the man down.
Indeed. Seen it before. Still trying to get back to it. Up on his feet is Vicente Alvarez, but that'll allow Capital City to break out off their left wing. Two wingers, and that's going to be a free clearance away from none other than
Arnas.
the RGV Red Crowns and Arnas Karakinas. Still with it.
That's a
Slows it
tactical
down.
foul.
Trying to get it inside. Yes, indeed. The referee will call it back as there was no advantage to be given. That's another booking against Capital City.
Yeah, now they're being caught. Remember how in the second half we talked about how well organized the defense for Capital City was?
Yes.
In the second half, obviously we have the red card situation as well, but they've definitely been very unorganized and leaving spaces, especially in the counters, and they're kind of forcing themselves to make these tactical fouls, trying to stop any potential attacks from the RGV Red Crowns.
Indeed. And again, the two combination, it is none other than Kate Erickson with Vicente Alvarez standing over it to take this free kick in extra time, the second half of extra time to be exact. 108th minute, heading into the 109th minute, still tied at 1-1. Referee blows a whistle, I believe, restart things. And we'll see who decides to take it here. Kate Erickson will stand back on it, as well as Vicente Alvarez. And it is going to be Cade Erickson. He'll decide to go. That's going to go through the uprights. But in this one, no good for a goal.
Nope, not in this sport. But that is a wasted opportunity by the Red Crowns. And look, here we have the substitution. There's going to be a sacrifice. Oh, I'm not sure I like this. It's Kenneth Reyes coming off the field to bring in Carlos Gonzalez. So you are sacrificing an attacker, you are a defender to bring in another attacker. The problem is that Capital City still
Yes. They still had opportunities, yeah.
Exactly. Now, what I think I'm seeing is that now your Matas Dumalacas has come to take on more of a center back position.
Indeed, that's what I've noticed as well. It's good take on that one, as that's going to be sent back near that left wing. Still a fight for the ball. That is going to be just kept in play. Great job by Capital City. I thought that one was for sure going to go out of play and potentially Red Crowns with the throw, but instead keeping it in play. It is going to be Capital City with that possession, sends a through ball. Almost intercepted. Meanwhile, still with it, and that's going to be cleared away by, I believe, Matas. Check that.
Yeah, that's Matas Dumalacas with that clearance. But yes, just like I mentioned, now with Kenneth Reyes coming off of the field, you bring back Matas Dumalacas to be more of a center back, right?
Dude, that's going to be a throw in. Arnas able to head that one away. Cade Erickson now with it. He'll play it back. Arnas will try to send it forward. That's going to be good to be controlled. Here come the Red Crowns. Has help off that left wing. Decides to play that one back over there. Trying to utilize the skill move. Cross inside the box. Will be no one there in the end. Almost looked like a shot. And a smart job by the keeper to just let that one go. That's Adam Shantz once again.
Yeah, I felt like he had an angle to get a shot at just shot on goal, all right? But and I don't know if that was what he wanted, but he kind of backed out and then went more with a cross trying to find Vicente Alvarez. Unfortunately for him, Vicente Alvarez didn't run into the box, you know. So it was neither a shot nor a cross in, and that's going to lead to a goal kick for Capital City.
Indeed, just going to go for a goal kick. Capital City, though, not able to control that possession yet. Matas, that's going to go behind him, though. And Matas just has to clear that one away and does. That's a good job there just to make sure that it's not going to be in any pressure. It will be a quick throw in, though, from Capital City. Trying to turn it back around. Almost creates a space. That's going to be last touched by Capital City. If it stays in play, actually it does. That's going to be cleared out of the final third. Just back to Cade Erickson. He'll play it out near the left. Check that right. Vicente Alvarez again. Arnas brings it together. Trying to play the through ball forward.
Galvan
this time. Cross inside the box. It's trying to turn it back around. Just no one was there in the end, and that's going to be a miss. Just good opportunity there by the RGV Red Crowns. Cade Erickson a bit slow to get up, but he'll be up and be okay. Red Crowns just trying to find the back of the net here, winning it in, of course, that extra time. If it really goes into PKs, Edson, I have to say this, I really do believe that really benefits Capital City, considering down a man, and it seems like they've been on that back foot ever since the start of this extra time period.
Yeah, definitely. They just haven't been able to find, clear opportunities on goal, but they've been trying, right? So they've been a little bit closer than Capital City so far, right? Yes. And all it takes is just one play, right? Especially in a game with high stakes as it is right now, where neither team wants to make any mistake to be able to open the door for the opposing team.
As that's going to be out of play. That's going to be a throw-in. Off that right touch line, it will be almost, yes, indeed, taken quickly by Arnas. Trying to turn it back around. It's going to be cleared away again. That's going to advance the ball, though, for the RGV Red Crowns.
As time continues to run down, we've got about 6 minutes left. And here comes Vicente Alvarez dribbling out on the right-hand side of the field. Gets past one. Will he gets past the second? No. The defender gets that sliding tackle, deflects the ball, and it's going to be a corner for the Red Crowns.
Corner kick for the RGV Red Crowns here. And an opportunity once again, Vicente Alvarez to take it. He'll take his time. It doesn't look like now he'll raise up both his hands. Send it into the box. We'll go straight for it. Header just almost looked like it kissed off of the crossbar. Meanwhile,
Dylan.
will be played, and it is going to be cleared away. But another opportunity for the RGV Red Crowns.
Yeah, the Dylan Hernandez tried to dribble inside the box, but he just ran straight towards where two defenders were waiting for him to take the ball away.
That's going to be just deflected out for another corner for the RGV Red Crowns. They know that time is running out here in this extra time period. We played at least 120 minutes plus a little bit of stoppage time. And so just under 10 minutes left to play, really. Plus change, I guess. Raises up his left hand. Sends it into the box. Good ball. All the way back it goes. Still loose, and the keeper on it. It's going to be called for contact with the keeper. It's a free kick in the end. Adam Shantz makes the save.
And there's another player down for Capital City, but this, I feel like this is all the exhaustion from the amount of minutes that we have played tonight, and a little bit of time wasting as well. They probably want to make sure this goes all the way to penalties, as there's going to be another substitution coming in for Capital City, and I believe that is number 23 coming in to the match.
Yes, indeed. That's exactly who it will be coming on to the field this time for Capital City. Will take his time to send this one away. Smart job that time. Finally gets it away. RGV Red Crowns trying to get it forward. Headed back. Still loose. A good job by the Red Crowns. Play the through ball. Kate Erickson. Back across it goes.
Here comes Carlos.
Sets it up. Takes a strike. It's deflected.
That's a corner kick.
Corner kick.
But that's what Carlos brings to this game. He is one of those players that tends to be more confident by shooting from outside the box, right? Mm-hmm. And so far he has tried similar plays, right? Cut inside, trying to find a shot on goal, right? And this has led so far to a corner kick, excuse me.
Yes.
With about 3 minutes left of the second half of extra time plus stoppage.
Indeed. Sets it up. It's going to be a low swinging ball. And the corner kick is going to be deflected out. Looks like the referee will.
Oh, that's right, because it was late. The scoreboard of the stadium was late to start.
It was late to start. That is right. And so, sure enough, that's what the referee had on his time, and that will be the final play. We head to penalty kicks.
Ay, Dios mío.
Absolutely outstanding stuff here from Round Rock, Texas. And again, these two teams couldn't settle it in 30 minutes. So we head to PKs, which again, the referee gave us the opportunity to choose which side. We chose the far side to bring you all the best angle we possibly could for this camera.
And of course, we want to give a huge shout out to the sponsor of this broadcast, and that is Jim Young Law from Harlingen, Texas. Want to give a huge shout out for their support and sponsorship of this broadcast right here from Round Rock Multi-Purpose Complex in Round Rock, Texas. And remember, Jim Young specializes in adult and juvenile criminal defense in Cameron and Willacy counties. When life takes a turn, everyone should have someone who has their back. If you or a loved one has been arrested, call or text Jim Young Law at 956-420-4000. Once again, thank you so much to Jim Young Law for their support of this broadcast.
Yeah. And Howitson, who do you expect to take PKs besides, of course, Vicente Alvarez and most likely Kate Erickson?
Carlos Gonzalez for one.
Do you see Matas or potentially Arnas take one?
No, I do not. I see Agustin Mateos taking one as well, and Dylan. But I wouldn't put it past for Matas to be another option.
Yes, potentially.
But it is all going to be settled here, Jacob.
Yes.
There's no tomorrow for one of these teams, ladies and gentlemen. The winner of this matchup, whether it's Capital City SC or the RGV Red Crowns, will be facing off this upcoming weekend, whether the 18th or the 19th, will be facing off against Pensacola SC.
Yes. The best part about that is winner stays home. Winner from this gets to stay home.
I believe so. We'll have to double check on that because it is so. Home field advantage goes depending according to the number of points that they accumulated during the regular season.
So let's check. Pensacola would be in the
golf.
So south standings, I guess. So we'll go all the way to the Gulf. And Pensacola, they were in third. They had 11 points during the regular season.
Yeah,
so
and both Capital City and the Red Crowns had more than 20 points.
Exactly.
So
it's automatic that they will be staying either in Round Rock or in Harlingen.
Yeah, definitely. But we have penalty kicks to go through first,
Exactly.
and I have a feeling that people in Round Rock and people all over the Rio Grande Valley,
people all over the nation potentially.
Yeah. They're at the edge of their seats right now. And especially those that are fans of either of these two teams. And by the way, I think even whoever loses this match, I feel should not feel terrible because both of these teams had an amazing season.
Yes.
Capital City getting, first place in the South Texas Conference. They were undefeated for most of the season.
Yes.
Right. So they had a good level here in the League for Clubs. RGV Red Crowns as well had a stupendous second season.
Check that. I was looking at Pensacola Academy, so I'm wrong on that. The League for Clubs just told me this. Pensacola had 24 points, so never mind. We would be traveling over to either side would actually be traveling.
Okay,
over.
so how many points did Capital City have?
RGV had 23, to be exact, as I just got informed.
Thank you, League for Clubs.
Thank you, League for Clubs, indeed, for listening to that. Yeah, that's exactly. Pensacola had 24. I was looking at the wrong one. Gulf Coast Conference. South Texas. Yeah, Capital City, actually, they would get to host. They would actually get to host. They have 25. So, my mistake. So, the Red Crowns, either way, if they advance, they would still have to travel to Pensacola.
Yes.
But for Capital City, if they win here, they can go right back to Round Rock. They can go over to where they played before. Who knows?
So first kicker is going to be...
It's Cade Erickson.
Cade Erickson.
The RGV Red Crowns get to take this one.
And Adam Shantz is right here doing his thing, trying to distract Cade Erickson as he's setting up to take the kick.
Yes, indeed. Referee blows a whistle. Cade with the hesitation. It's off the post.
The mind games worked.
The mind games worked in the end, and
I feel like Cade was. I don't know. It seemed like his body language going up to the ball was. It looked like he wasn't 100% confident, right? And so that's why I feel like he probably might have missed this. But now, the Red Crowns are going to be swimming upstream unless JC Alvarez gets a save in this penalty.
Yes, indeed, JC Alvarez, he's stepping up to the goal. He's at his left post, our right post. He'll step into it, just looking down for a split second. Last time he had to take a PK against Capital City, it was not saved. That was back a couple of weeks ago at least. That Friday when both of these two sides faced off against each other.
So it's going to be number 17 that's going to be taking this penalty for Capital City. Aiden Lopez.
Aiden Lopez. Referee blows a whistle. Lopez with the opportunity. He'll most likely look to go left and will do exactly that. Buries it bottom left corner. And advantage goes to Capital City.
And that's the difference in the confidence between the first two penalty takers. Aiden Lopez looked really confident out there and was able to get that low-driven shot in the opposing direction of where JC Alvarez threw himself. And now it's going to be Vicente Alvarez coming in to take his penalty and try to get the Red Crowns level, per se, in this penalty shootout.
Indeed. Meanwhile, Red Crowns, Vicente Alvarez already has made one today. Steps back and will take it. Just sneaks by the keeper. We're tied up, but with Capital City still needing to go, can JC Alvarez come up big with the save to even it?
Good shot there from from Vicente Alvarez to be able to give it enough power behind it to make it sneak past the keeper. Adam Shantz was actually able, to guess where that ball was going, but unfortunately for him, that shot had enough power to sneak underneath his arm. And here comes Capital City. I think it's number 7.
It looks like number 5, actually.
Here comes Capital City. Gonna take the shot, makes a stutter step, shot, and it's gonna go in.
It's in. That is back to the lead 2-1 in this PK shootout. Capital City go 2 for 2. Red Crowns, 1 for 2 at this very moment.
And so now it is going to be...
feels like must-makes from here on out for the Red Crowns.
Definitely. It's going to be Randy Galvan
Indeed.
coming in to take the penalty. I was not expecting that.
No, not necessarily expecting that as well. But, of course, Coach gets to see things that we don't necessarily get to see in practice. Randy Galvan. Referee blows a whistle. Steps up to it. Takes it. It's in! Keeper guesses the right way, but just a little late. And sure enough, evens it up. But of course, once again, Capital City still on the front foot. Needed to bury that one in order to keep their lead as it is 2-2. But with Capital City having an opportunity in round 3 to make it 3-2.
So it looks like it's going to be number 23 from Capital City that'll come up to take this penalty kick.
Indeed, that is correct. We'll wait and see here. Steps back. JC Alvarez trying to stand tall as well. Free blows a whistle. Just sneaks it in the bottom left corner. Back to the net it goes. It's 3-2.
But you notice that all of the shots from Capital City have been low driven and close to that post.
Yes.
Right? That's the perfect placement for penalty kicks. Right, that'll make it difficult for a keeper to be able to make the same because he has to dive down.
Yes.
Right, in order to try to reach for that ball. Right. Yeah. But so far the penalty kicks for Capital City have been immaculate, and now it looks like it's going to be Isaid Gomez to take a penalty.
Indeed, Isaid Gomez stepping back. Referee blows the whistle. He'll go quickly. It's guessed the right way. That's saved. And one more make.
If Capital City makes it, ladies and gentlemen, it is going to be game over, and they will be hosting Pensacola SC here in the Austin area for the regional final.
It goes back to just both of these sides, of course, a couple weeks ago, yes, indeed, last week, how both of their matches went. With, of course, the RGV Red Crowns drawing. That's the difference between first place and that 25 points and potentially hosting as well. But stepping up to the spot. Going back. Alvarez looking big. Referee blows a whistle. It's in! Capital City are going to the regional final.
Capital City, usted avanza a la siguiente ronda. And ladies and gentlemen, that is the final here from Round Rock Multipurpose Complex. Capital City take it in penalty kicks, and the RGV Red Crowns unfortunately see their sophomore season end in the conference final. But it was a really good game.
Yes.
It was a tight game, right?
Yes.
I do feel like as Capital City probably maybe should have done a little bit more in their eyes to not get exposed to what happened to them, which is, an opportunity for the Red Crowns to equalize.
Yes.
Now, the Red Crowns probably feel that they should have done more in front of goal to generate opportunities. We talked about having the man advantage. We talked about the momentum that they had at the beginning of the first half, at the end of the second half, and in the extra time. Never took advantage of that. And in penalty kicks, you could see right away just how better Capital City were in their penalty kick saving skills. And of course, Adam Shantz in his penalty saving skills. That has been the difference between the Red Crowns and Capital City, and why Capital City will be moving on to the regional final.
Indeed, Edson. I mean, that's really all that there is to talk about. Red Crowns gave it all, had opportunities, just missing the opportunities to really just put the ball in the back of the net like we mentioned. But Capital City, their defense did a great job in the first half, second half, really being able to dominate that. But it ends in penalty kicks. The score, of course, in PKs, Capital City 4, RGV Red Crowns 2. I guess let's get out of here. Again, congratulations to Capital City. They'll be moving on full-time from Round Rock, Texas. And, well, Capital City will be right back here next week in at least Round Rock, Texas, if not in Austin. So long, everyone.
Brought to you by Praxis Sports, the unified platform helping sports organizations manage communication, scheduling, and operations in one place. Learn more at praxisports.com.
There's a leisurely lunch with friends. And then there's a 7-course gourmet tasting lunch with 7 perfect wine pairings aboard a fully restored 1915 Pullman rail car as it floats past rolling hills and rows of vines stretching out as far as the eye can see. Napa Valley. Live a little, or a lot.
What would you like the power to do? Your passion for this game opens opportunities. For them, for our local businesses,
Got the new merch.
Oh my goodness.
for the community. Because when local businesses thrive,
Thank you so much.
the community also thrives. Bank of America champions everyone who dares to ask, what would you like the power to do? What would you like the power to do? Your passion for this game opens opportunities for our local businesses,
Thank you so much.
for the entire community. Bank of America champions everyone who dares to ask, what would you like the power to do? Bank of America champions everyone who dares to ask, what would you like the power to do?
Brought to you by Praxis Sports, the unified platform helping sports organizations manage communication, scheduling, and operations in one place. Learn more at praxisports.com.
There's a leisurely lunch with friends. And then there's a 7-course gourmet tasting lunch with 7 perfect wine pairings aboard a fully restored 1915 Pullman rail car as it floats past rolling hills and rows of vines stretching out as far as the eye can see. Napa Valley. Live a little, or a lot.
What would you like the power to do? Your passion for this game opens opportunities. For them, for our local businesses,
Got the new merch.
Oh my goodness.
for the community. Because when local businesses thrive,
Thank you so much.
the community also thrives. Bank of America champions everyone who dares to ask, what would you like the power to do? What would you like the power to do? Your passion for this game opens opportunities for our local businesses,
Thank you so much.
for the entire community. Bank of America champions everyone who dares to ask, what would you like the power to do? Bank of America champions everyone who dares to ask, what would you like the power to do?